Welcome in, folks. Coming to you live from Bulldog Stadium on the campus of Carbon Hill in Walker County, Alabama, on a cloudy, I guess partly sunny, cloudy, breezy afternoon with rain all around us. But so far, we've managed to stay dry. But we certainly are looking forward to this matchup between two 3A teams who will duke it out for the first time. And it's great to be back on the air as we'll be bringing you our second broadcast of the year. As last night, the Southeastern Mustangs were defeated by the Appalachian Eagles, the score of 34-14. So it was a great game yesterday, and we hope we'll have a great game tonight. And hopefully the Buck County team will fare well as they try to get off to a good start. Joining me on the broadcast tonight, Mr. Jeffrey Brown, who's always with us on the Hornet Network. Tonight we're live on WCRL Classic Hits 95.3 FM. We're coming to you live from the Badcock Furniture Broadcaster inside Mustang Stadium. Inside Bulldog Stadium. The old Tailcoat pregame show is what we're going to be doing now. And Jeffrey, it's good to be back. It's good to see the first game of the year, and it's good to be here.
Yeah, it is great to be back. It's hard to believe it's already started the third season that we've been doing this. And nice road trip up here, as you said, to Walker County. Carbon Hill. Looking forward to get the season started.
Well, one thing about these teams, they've kind of been going in different directions. If you go back to 2013, Coach Musso came to Locust Fork. He was able to go 6-4 his first year. Carbon Hill went 0-10. In the second year that Coach Musso was here at Locust Fork, he went 8-3 and went to the playoffs and finished runner-up in the area. Carbon Hill went 2-8. Last year, Locust Fork went 5-5. Carbon Hill went 1-9. So they haven't had a lot of good teams of late. They have had some great teams. In '99, it was 12-1. And when you look back over their whole span, they've always seemed to manage having pretty good winning seasons on a regular basis. Locust Fork, I feel like, has been trending up a little bit because Coach Musso has been in his fourth year there. This will be the first team that he's had that all the seniors were in his program when he began. And they had a team last year that I thought at the end of the year was playing about as good as they could play. They had a shot to beat the number 2 team in the state, Priceville, who ended up winning the area in a late score. Prevented Locust Fork and a couple of errors, or they'd have beat the number 2 team in the state last year. So they got a lot of kids back. They've got their skilled people, a lot of them back, and their quarterback will be back, their fullback will be back. Got most of their linemen are back. So I think when we broadcast the Hopes Bluff game last year, I believe 10 of the 11 starters that played that night are back. So I'm expecting a year going down to 3A where Locust Fork shows a lot of improvement.
Yeah, I agree with you. One thing you talked about last year, Coach Musso kind of able to right the ship and get the kids kind of play more in a team mentality and went up to Priceville and probably played as good as they played all year, turn around and beat obviously a storied program with Hopes Bluff and able to play 4 quarters and coming out with a victory. And again, the biggest thing, from Locust Fork's perspective, Coach Musso, the longevity in the program, as you say, beginning his 4th year, and a lot of guys, from the morning workouts and the system in place, has things where he wants them. Obviously, he's very familiar with the kids are very familiar with him, and a lot of cohesiveness between he and his coaching staff and players in the community. And, as you said, looking for a great year this year for Locust Fork. Like any high school team, one please because just clean for free the best that we can. Got a couple of guys that can afford to leave. We can stay healthy and we can focus on us and not necessarily beat ourselves. It'll be a fun season for us.
Well, I know that the coaches are excited, and I know the players are ready to hit somebody that's not in green, so they'll be hitting the team in blue tonight. and Carbon Hill. Carbon Hill comes in here as they were 4A as well last year. They moved down to 3A. Why don't you run down the folks that's in Carbon Hill's new region?
Yeah, I believe you mentioned their Class 3A Region 4 and a couple of familiar names on the list, but the American Christian, Bordeaux, Greene County, Midfield, Montevallo, and Oakland. Certainly they're familiar with Montevallo, although some changes over there. But, in a formidable region, a lot of athletic teams in their region. New coach, Coach Kurt in his first year, I'm sure that he's excited. I'm sure the kids are excited. It's kind of a new beginning for them. So, kind of a tough task to come on the road. Nice road trip. I'm going to say about an hour and a half from Locust Fork, hour 45 minutes, depending on how you drive it and what you may be coming from the teams, the vans, maybe a little bit further, take a little bit longer. But, not a difficult drive, but a nice drive. Nice facilities here for Carbon Hill, and looks to be an interesting matchup tonight for Locust Fork.
Well, when you evaluate the Hornets, they moved down to Class 3A, and they got a new region as they'll have Vinemont, J.B. Pennington, Susan Moore, Holly Pond, Hampsville, and Fultondale, and that is Region 6 Class 3A. And when I look at Coach Musso, since he's been at Locust Fork, he has a record of 16 and 12, and his overall record is 42 and 41 as a coach. But this year, when I look at Locust Fork, I think the players to watch are going to be Chase Rice, quarterback. He is a very strong kid. He squats 585. He bench presses, I think, close to 300, over 300 pounds. And he plays linebacker. Not many people have quarterbacks going to be playing linebacker. Linebacker Jarrett Peoples is a kid that I think needs to be looked at. He is one of the stronger kids on the team. Not a big kid, but a very strong kid. Linebacker and running back Drew Rogers should have a stellar year if he can be healthy. He's just a junior. Running back Lane Terry, I think, and defensive back, he's got a lot of speed. He's probably one of the fastest kids on the team, and I look for him to have a breakout year. Austin Glasscock up front should do a great job. I'm interested in seeing how Elliott Dodson does as a sophomore. As he goes in, he has really transformed his body from working at one of the stronger kids on the team. I think about Dustin Hicks. Dustin Hicks is a kid I think that has the potential this year to have a great year. So a lot of things going on at Locust Fork, a lot of excitement in this program right now, and we hope we're going to have a good crowd. I'm a little concerned about it because they was calling so much rain, how many folks might come over here, but it looks like Locust Fork's got right now more than the folks from Carbon Hill. We'll see what it ends up with, but we're going to continue to break things down a little bit, kind of look at things around the county when we come back. You're listening to the Otelco pregame show on WCRL Classic Hits 95.3. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Badcock Furniture broadcast booth inside Bulldog Stadium here on the campus of Carbon Hill High School in Walker County. We're currently into the Otelco pregame show, trying to break down this matchup tonight. Let's take a little different look at things, Jeffrey. Let's look around the county. Last night, the Southeastern Mustangs hosted the Appalachian Eagles, and what a great game it was, especially for about 3.5 quarters. As Appalachian got off to a good start and got an interception in the second quarter after a lengthy lightning delay, and they were able to pick off the Mustangs and get a 56-yard touchdown interception return to get an early 6-0 lead. And then the Mustangs came right back and took the lead 7-6. And then the Eagles went back up 13 to 7. And then I guess midway, almost about 3 or 4 minutes ago in the first half, the Mustangs got another touchdown and went up 14-13 and led at halftime. And it was back and forth during the third quarter a little bit, and then toward the end of the third quarter into the fourth quarter, the Eagles kind of flexed their muscles. But it was a great game. The Rumble and Rim Lap, the Kickoff Classic. Two county teams that don't get a lot of I guess you could say attention sometimes, but they had all the attention last night in this past few weeks. It certainly was good to be back at Rim Lap, Alabama, and be a part of that broadcast last night. And I believe both those teams are improved, and I think they'll see some improvement throughout the year.
Yeah, I think ultimately Appalachian just a little bit deeper at the 1A level, had a little more manpower, a little bit bigger, stronger up front. I think just kind of wore Southeastern down. And, give Southeastern credit. We talked about on the broadcast during the game that Southeastern appeared at times to be the quicker team. Played as hard as you could ask for any high school team to play. All 4 quarters was able to keep things close, stay in striking distance, and then again, I think as we mentioned, Appalachian with I think of Rob Grenoble, lightning and thunder, fire and ice, or whatever description that he used, had a big back, kind of a little more elusive back, and able to run them in at will and just kind of almost alternate situations as far as one would come in for a carry and the other would come in for a carry. They may trade off carries 4 or 5 times in one drive and just ultimately just wore Southeastern down.
But it was a good start to the season, and tonight, as I look down the schedule, Hayden has got a matchup tonight against Weaver at Weaver, and that's a pretty tough place to play. That'd be interesting to see how that 5A, I think Weaver might have went to 4A, I'm not sure this year, but that'll be a good matchup as Hayden travels to Weaver tonight. That's a real game because everybody's not playing this week. Also, the J.B. Pennington Tigers will be taking on Brindley Mountain at home tonight. And then the only other games tonight, I think there will be an inter-squad game at Oneonta, an inter-squad game at Cleveland, and last night Susan Bowl, if I'm not mistaken, they lost to Good Hope in a jamboree type game. So only 3 games on the schedule tonight. That'll be the local sport Brindley Mountain game, along with Hayden Weaver, J.B. Pennington, and Brindley Mountain. So we'll have 3 games that will count tonight, and it'll be interesting to see how everything gets started. We are approaching kickoff. We're about 13 minutes away. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get into a little bit of the starting lineups, possible starting lineups of some of these teams. You're listening to WCRL on Classic Hits 95.3. We'll be right back. Tim. Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium here on the campus of Carbon Hill High School. And we're about 9 minutes or so away from the kickoff here, and looking forward to a great kickoff. A slow crowd coming in. A pretty good crowd, though, starting to file in on the local side. And I anticipate that there'll be a lot of folks that will make it wearing green and white. And hopefully the green and white folks will have a lot to cheer about tonight, as we certainly want to pull for our Blount County teams, as Hope Hayden has a good showing tonight, and J.B. Pennington down the road is just a little bit up the road, I guess you could say, from Locust Fork, but they're also in the area at Locust Fork, and it'll be interesting to see how some of these matchups tonight kind of gives us a little bit, I guess, of what the future might hold by some of the scores. Sometimes you look at scores and tell a little bit, but a lot of times you can't. Look at this matchup tonight between the Hornets and the Bulldogs. There's not a lot that we can tell you about Carbon Hill. They've got a brand new coach. They didn't play a spring game. They didn't have any film for our coaches. They don't know what to expect. They've tried to gather things just the best they could. So they're a little bit unsure of what they're going to be looking at tonight. So it'll be interesting tonight to see how things go. I do think from some of the scouting reports that we have a pretty good idea that number 3, who is just a 9th grader, Jeffrey Atkins, a 5'10", 160-pound running back, could be a factor in this game. I also think that number 21, Hunter Neesmith, who will be the probable starting quarterback, should be a factor in the game. There's also some pretty good receivers that could possibly give the Hornets some trouble. I think number 18, Andrew Busby, has some potential there as a wide receiver. Also, one of the other wide receivers that I heard him mention was possibly Cameron Green. We're about ready to look at the captains for tonight's game, the visitors. And I'll tell you one thing, I will say this, they have some big kids on this team. They got some huge kids. 78's one of the biggest kids. They call him Jake Wyndham. He's a 6'7", 328-pounder who is a senior. And also they have a huge lineman, number 75, Justin Jones, who's a 6'3", 275-pound senior. So they got a couple of seniors there that really should make a difference. And then you got 21, the probable starting quarterback, Hunter Neesmith, who is a senior as well. And then number 24, Cameron Green, that we talked about, is a wide receiver. So those are the four the captains for the Bulldogs. The captains for the Hornets tonight is number 10, Chase Rice, number 7, Cole Weingard, number 32, Drew Rogers, and I believe the other one will be number 26, Lane Terry. So that's your seniors for tonight. In just a minute, we'll go down to the field as Randy Coleman, the third member of our broadcast booth, will give us the, I guess you could say, the official coin toss. I think Randy probably can hear us. I'm going to ask Randy a question if he can hear us. Randy, kind of what's the feel around the players? You've been on the sideline. What's the feel?
Lane Terry. For 32, Drew Rogers.
Well, what about the feel of the players and coaches? They have pretty good spirits. Are they excited? Is there a lot of excitement? Well, it's time to get down to business, no doubt, as the players are walking toward the middle of the field, and the head official will be giving you the coin toss, and we're going to take it down to Randy once again and see who will be taking possession early. Take it away, Randy. Okay, Randy, thank you for that coin toss. We're about ready to get things started here. The Hornets are dressed in their white pants along with their white jerseys and their green helmets. The Bulldogs are dressed in blue, royal blue type shirts with blue helmets and white pants, and a mixture of color of the cliques, but I felt like if Locust Fork had got the toss, they were going to win the ball. So I think it worked out for the way Locust Fork would like for it to work out. And here come the Hornets as they go running on the field. And the band starts playing the fight song. Now the Carbon Hill folks are about ready to run on the field. We're about ready for a little football, Jeffrey. I don't know about you, but I always get a little pump when they finally run on the field and kind of feel a little bit of excitement in the air.
Again, Locust Fork prior for hopefully a successful season, so something exciting time, and then on the side, you get a coach's first year. exciting. As we mentioned before, kind of a new beginning. So it'll be a fun game. Probably expect nothing less than an old-fashioned fourth-quarter grinded out type of a football game. At least that's what Locust Fork's hoping for. They want to control the line of scrimmage, control the time of possession, get it into the fourth quarter, and hopefully maybe their depth, their work ethic in the offseason will prevail, and they can get out of here with a victory.
Well, the band is in the stands on both sides. Here come the Bulldogs. Here's the field now. Bulldogs fans, they're on the side of the Bulldogs. They're cheering their guys on. They're trying to get off to a good start. The Hornets hoping they'll get off to a good start. Everybody's fired up and everybody's ready to go, so let's see what happens. Deep receive for the Hornets. It's going to be Cole Weingart, and along with number 1 Daniel Goss, who is another kid that you might want to watch this year, as he has not played in a couple of years, a basketball player that is playing. Also back is number 20 for the Hornets, Aaron Ray, and in the middle of the field is number 4 Hunter Neely, to kind of pick up the garbage. It'll be out there. Brody McKay over around the 40-yard line, and number 16 Kobe Freeman are the ones who will possibly be returning. The Bulldogs, first-year head coach Scott Kerr getting his guys ready, and they're about ready to get on the field. They've kind of drug around a little bit, but they're about to get everybody there now. Then, well, I think number 52 will be the kicker. We did not get a starting lineup for the Bulldogs, but he's setting it on the tee. So number 52, Jeff Wyndham, who has another brother on the team, and Jeff and Jake, one's a sophomore, one's a senior, one kicking's a sophomore. Jeff Wyndham, and he'll kick it off. Who's watching him kick off? He's going to kick it probably, if I got what I saw, probably about the 20-yard line, maybe from that distance. So it's almost time, and you just kind of feel it. The crowd's starting to pile in here. There's a lot of folks walking up. So a late arriving crowd, because Locust Fork had to come a little bit further than normal, about an hour and a half or so, to get over here. Here we go. As Wyndham gets ready to kick it off. Let's see who gets the return for the Hornets. Here we go. Ball's on the tee. The whistle's already blown. Now we got the kickoff. Here it comes. The kick is in the air. A nice end-over-end kick going to be taken about the 12-yard line. Here comes Cole Weingart. He's across the 25 up to the 30. 35, 40. He breaks through and gets almost to the 45-yard line. He'll go out of bounds about the 40. We'll call it the 43-yard line. That's a nice return for the Hornets to get things started.
Cole just basically caught the ball, as you said, the 10-yard line. Nice blocking in front of him. Just kind of went to the far side boundary towards the Locust Fork sideline and able to catch a little wedge, sneak up in there. Great start for the Locust Fork offense.
Here comes the Hornets, wing formation. 2 receivers split to either side. Quarterback Chase Rice will go under center. Go back behind him is Drew Rogers. Here's a snap. He'll hand it to number 21. The main man, I guess you could say the mule, Peoples, and he'll run around the right side and pick up 10 yards. Good for a Charlie B's first and 10, and a nice run that time by Jarrett Peoples, picking up a first down.
Yeah, Greg just shocked by the play call, just old-fashioned football. It was known to growing level the last 3 years, just a lead handoff to the short side, far side boundary. First down for the Locust Fork offense.
Here comes the Hornets. Quarterback Chase Wright's going to take it. He's going to keep it himself, and he's just going to bull right up the gut, and he's going to push the pile for about 5 yards. And a nice pickup that time. Might have got 6 yards. We'll call it 6 yards. Bring up second down and 4. So a nice start for the Hornets. About 16 yards in 2 plays.
Yeah, not sure if that was the actual play call. It looked like it was going option a little Phillips away from us again to the short side of the field and through the mesh read and give point to Drew Rogers. Chase just kind of stepped up behind him. Not sure if he was able to not pull it effectively or, again, just going to be quarterback counter. But nonetheless, great start again for the first down.
Here's a snap. He's going to fake it, and he's going to kick it himself. He's around the right side. He's inside the 30, and he'll be brought down at about the 20, looks like about the 29-yard line. So another 1st and 10 for the Hornets, and they just keep ramming the ball right down the teeth of that Bulldog defense, and a great start to the Hornets. Another Charlie B's 1st and 10.
Yeah, Locust Fork obviously found something they liked to the short side of the field, again going straight at their bench. And again, that play had a little bit of veer look to it, Greg. I believe that there was a read. Chase able to get a good read, pull it out, and again able to seal the interior of that Bulldog defense. And again, just a great job again, coming out and able to run the football real quick.
12-yard gain that time by quarterback Chase Rupp. Back under center. Here's the snap. He'll take it, he'll hand it. No, he'll fake it, keep it himself. Nice read. Another about a 9-yard kick up, but he's just running over some Bulldogs. And it looked like he was hunting somebody to run over, too. Nice start for the Hornets. They just keep pounding the ball.
Yeah, more of a traditional, looks like almost interior option this time. It looks like, again, the Chase is reading his read to get for it out of full time. All right, Drew Rogers, again, very consistent.
Last play he picked up 7 yards. Spotted it backwards. Second down and 3 for the Hornets. Here's the snap. We're going to drop back. Got a pass. He's going to fade it in the end zone, and it's going to be a complete touchdown. No, they're going to call it out of bounds. He must have been a little bit beyond the boundary. It looked like he was in the knee. He caught the ball. He must have been on the back side. He was out of the end zone. So great looking pass play. He was wide open. And it was Josh that he completed it to, but it was just a little bit beyond out of bounds.
Got everything in order from the first pass of the football season, other than it was incomplete. Furthest point from us, that far pylon over there. Again, not sure the man was able to get a foot down, or maybe it was just again, 3-step drop. Very accurate pass by Chase Rice. Everything looked good but the touchdown.
Well, Locust Fork, for some reason, is going to call a timeout. And if I look over there, right, Chase Rice has got his helmet off, and I couldn't tell if he was sick. It looked like they called the timeout for Chase, and that's not a good sign for the Hornets. But a good start, nonetheless, for Chase Rice. He's got 25 yards rushing on 3 carries, and he's averaging 8.3 yards a carry to start this ball game. So they certainly need to keep him in there. But he is back in there. I was a little nervous when I saw him with his helmet off over there. Looked like he might have been letting some things fly. Maybe a little nervous early in this ball game. Let's see. It is pretty humid and hot here in Bulldog Stadium in Walker County. So big third down here. First third down of the game. 3rd down and 3 for the Hornets. Here's a snap. They're going to hand it right up the gut to number 32. And he's going to be close to the touchdown. Drew Rogers will get all the way inside. Looks like they're going to spot him right at the 20. So he'll be close to the first down. And they're going to have to call timeout to measure to see if he picked up the first down. Pretty good push up front that time. He just couldn't escape the tackler. Number 56. 52, Jeff Wyndham in on the tackle. Also, Atkins, number 3.
Yeah, just kind of a little inside backdoor trap. Again, they still have a lot of success with measurement. Getting a first down. I believe he's just a little bit short, Greg, but no, I believe he's got it.
He's a little bit. He just passed it by about an inch or 2. So another 1st and 10. Charlie B's 1st and 10 for the Hornets. And that will be the Hornets. I believe that's their 3rd first down of this game, and they've kind of been able to do what they want to do so far.
Well, credit to the guys up front. Again, this just looks like football, able to kind of dictate their will and able to get a good push. And again, 6 plays, 38 yards so far, all on the ground, just drive for the score.
Here comes Rice under center. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it right up the gut to number 32, Drew Rogers, and he'll just push the pile for about 6 or 7 yards. And I mean, he's just that front line is just pushing the Bulldogs back.
Yeah, looking for we're in the line of scrimmage right now, and again, just kind of a straight handoff. That time look back to Drew Rogers again, maybe setting up an option look or sprint out later on for Chase to this wide side. First time they've attacked the left part of the Bulldog defense, but again, nice carry on first down, and again, positive yardage on the +5 side for the Lynchburg offense.
2nd down and 4 for the Hornets. 8:24 to go in the first quarter. First opening drive, and the Hornets have controlled it for about 4 minutes. Here's the snap. Hand off to Jared Peoples. He'll go around the right side, and he'll pick up good yardage, close to first down. He'll get down close to about the 11-yard line, and he might be a little short. It's going to be close to see where they spot it. He'll be short by about a 14. Well, they spotted him a little further back than I thought they would. So 3rd down and 1 will call it. But a nice play nonetheless.
Yeah, looks forward again just going to the lead back to the short side, far side. Good running room. Looked like Jared cut it back up and kind of made himself a little more accessible to the defense. Maybe kept it outside, had a little more action to go to try to get more inside.
Here's a snap. Quarterback going to roll to his left, and he'll fire it in the end zone. And once again, he's just beyond the out of bounds line. But he's 2 for 2 on his passing, looking good on the passing. And the receiver, Goss, is catching the ball too. They look good throwing the ball. That's something Lynchburg don't do a whole lot. But I guess they felt like they had a 4th and 1 before they shot at the end zone.
Well, one thing we know about Daniel Goss, he's got great feet, he's got great hands, demonstrates that on the basketball court. He's like he's transitioning in on the football field as well to get the second big 4th down play.
Here comes the quarterback sneak. He's going to pound it on in there inside the 8-yard line, down close to the 6-yard line. Another Charlie B's 1st and 10, and the first 4th down conversion of the year for the Hornets. So a great start. They'll have 1st and goal. Ball just outside the 5-yard line. We'll call it the 6-yard line. Great start for the Hornets.
Stopped for the first down, but able to throw the game, able to spin out, and again make very positive yardage.
Clock goes inside. 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. No score. Open and drive. And once again, Chase Rice is sick. He is just having a hard time. The old throw up is going everywhere, and I don't know if it's nerve or what, but he is struggling. Nonetheless, bless his heart, he is the only one on the field. And he fell back. Both teams I went to each sideline, and I knew he was doing that just a while ago, and I don't know what's causing it, but I hope he's not got a stomach virus. I see a lot of football players are just so charged up and so motivated. And what you worry about when you do that is dehydration on a hot night like tonight. We got a long way to go, and he plays both sides of the ball.
Yeah, a lot of times, it's very difficult to hydrate when you're in this situation. It's just your body doesn't take water, and not sure what they may have over there with water, some kind of power Gatorade mixture. Chase definitely having a tough time right now. Wouldn't think that it would be nerves. Chase coming up and turning back in his 2nd year as a starting quarterback. It's just hot, humid, opening night, long drive, and maybe more of a result of preparation leading up, maybe what he ate, didn't eat last night, today, pregame meal, and all those things.
Well, that's going to bring in Tyler Clever, quarterback. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to hand it to Peoples around the right side, and he's going to go in the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets. But we got a big time flag on the play, and I believe it's going to come back. We're going to call a hold. And I didn't see the hold. It could have been a hold. I couldn't see it. Great run by Peoples that time. Walker County, we might need to get 2 or 3 touchdowns better. We'll see. That's the first touchdown that's been called back. But at least it is on 1st down. So.
Well, there was a big hole, large kind of running room that time for Derek Peoples. I'm not sure who it was. The head official actually threw the flag, so probably simply one of the outside guys trying to seal the corner behind the DS. But again, one thing that Lynchburg is, if anything, they've struggled with the last couple of years is penalties.
They get down for the Hornets. So have a fumble on the play, and it's going to be recovered by Carvin Hill. And that's what you worry about when you got a backup quarterback. Is the Hornets dominated that whole half of the quarter of the ball, and they score a touchdown and get it called back. And then the next play, they fumble the ball. It was like an exchange between the quarterback and Tyler Clevenger. What we did was, fumble was recovered by number 40, which is Austin Ivy. So, big turnover for the Bulldogs. They get the ball back. Come in and see what they do here. As number 21, Hunter D. Smith will be in shotgun formation. They're going to spread 3 receivers, split to the right and 1 to the left. Here's the snap, and here's the pass. Going to be complete to Carson McGinnis. He's across the 20, up across the 25, a nice start for the Bulldogs, and they got a whole lot of momentum as they got their fans excited. And they're going to pick up a Charlie B's 1st and 10 on a nice swing pass that time.
Yeah, as you said, the swing pass, gets the ball out here. Open spots vacated by the corner where they run guy off and just have the 2-boy slot behind them.
And we got an injury right off the bat. Cole Weingart is down for the Hornets over here on the sideline of Carbon Hill. It looks like he might have hurt. He had a broke leg last year, and it looks like he may be favoring that leg. Why don't we take a time out and check on Cole, and when we come back, we'll give you an update on his condition. You're listening to Blount County Football on WCRL Classic Hits 95.3. Man, that's lucky. We didn't call 2 times.
He just kept yards up on the front.
Come back to us, Tim. Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium as the Bulldogs going to hand it off right up the gut to number 1, Michael Scholes. He's going to pick up a big time yardage across the 35 up to about the 37-yard line. A gain, we'll call it 8 yards, maybe 9 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 1. Early, they got it going on, and that's going to take a horse a while. I think that's just what they're doing. But we don't really have any film on it. Here comes quarterback Hunter Neesmith from the shotgun. 2 receivers split, but right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap and the handoff. Scholes around the right side. He's got some running room. And he's going to pick up another first down. He's going to cross the 50-yard line, and he'll be close. So let's spot him right at the 50-yard line. Another Charlie B's 1st and 10, and just like that, that turnover's got a lot of momentum on the side of the Bulldogs. They're rolling with it. Let's take it with them. It's no score as they play here at 5:34 in the first quarter. You're listening to Blount County Football. We'll be right back. Just got time for 1, Tim. Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium here at Carbon Hill. We got 5 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the first quarter. No score. Logansport drove it all the way down to 6, but turned it over. Had a touchdown call back. And now Carbon Hill is rolling. Here comes the snap to the quarterback. He'll hand it to the ninth grader. He's going to break down through there for a nice gain of about, we'll call it 4 yards. In on the tackle for the Hornets. Looks like it was Drew Rogers that tripped him up.
Yeah, those folks brought a little bit of pressure that time, and again, just a good job for the running back for Carbon Hill to break initial contact in the backfield and move ahead for that game.
Here comes Hunter Neesmith. He'll hand it right up the middle, and he is hammered. Number 3, Jeffrey Atkins, was absolutely decapitated. And it was number 90 for the Hornets. And I mean, Austin Glasscock leveled. How'd he do, Tutti Frutti?
Yeah, Austin Glasscock's going to look fairly action. Just kind of did a swim move. And he got there to the quarterback and the running back about the same time the handoff did. But again, just a big play that time by Austin. Austin's helmet's come off now on his 3rd down. He's probably going to have to come off the field.
Well, I don't know if he was just buckling his chin strap. So the play lost 2 yards. So they'll bring up 3rd down and a big 3rd down now and 8 for the Bulldogs. Here's a snap. Number 21, Heppenstall. He'll pass it complete out here to a screen. The number 3, Jeffrey Atkins. He'll pick up the 1st down just enough, and it was a pretty good call that time on 3rd down.
Yeah, just a well-executed screen play. Local Short almost getting the quarterback from 3 within 1 or 2. But pretty good job out there defending the play once the ball was caught. But enough yardage for the 1st down, and that caused him moving change as well.
So pick up of 8, and another Charter Beach 1st and 10. Both teams starting to rack up a little yardage now. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 4 minutes to go. Here comes the snap to the quarterback. He'll pitch it out to number 9, Riley Key, and he's not going anywhere as the Hornets read that perfection as number 4, Hunter Neely, was there along with 32, Drew Rogers, and that play is going to end up losing about 2.5 yards. Good defense.
Yeah, again, just pistol formation. Probably he'll try to run a little speed option to the far side, and again, Local Fort did a good job staying in the lane, trying to the football. Actually, very impressive to see Local Fort come out and make adjustments. Things seem to be going their way defensively. We just need to get stopped. Here's a quick pass out to number 4, Carson McGinnis. And he will, was almost behind the line of scrimmage, but it was incomplete. Nice defense. They had that pegged out right off the bat. Yeah, well defended. Again, Locust Fort doing a very good job now getting off blocks and getting to the football. And big 3rd down and 11. Looks like coming up for this Carbon Hill offense. Big opportunity for Locust Fort defense to stop this.
3:19 to go in the 1st quarter, no score. 3rd down, we'll call it 12 for the Bulldogs. Quarterback Hunter Neesmith's going to get the snap. Now he's going to roll to his right, and Local Fort is getting absolutely held and almost a knockdown by Lane Terry. The pass then almost was completed to Cameron Green, but I believe he got just enough of deflection on it to knock it away, and that'll bring up 4th down. A big defensive stop. They got adjusted a little bit better there toward the end of that drive. It kind of an interesting look. We kind of looked out to the far side, left side, and then rotated back around, I think, by design. And Lane Terry did a good job of sitting and reading the quarterback's eyes and reacting to the football in the end. I think he had just enough of deflection to impede the receiver from making the play. So forcing the Bulldogs to punt here. Well, I believe Dustin Hicks will really be in hell. Here comes the punt. Let's see who'll take it. It's going to be nobody take it, but it's going to go in the end zone. Kind of lucky there. I thought he might should have got up there and tried to keep that from going in the end zone, but nonetheless, it's going to go in the end zone. That's going to be about a 42-yard punt as it goes into the end zone, and the Hornets take over at the 20-yard line. So Bulldogs able to get 44 yards. The total yardage is 54 to 44. 4 first downs for Hornets, 3 first downs for the Bulldogs, but a nice stop by the Hornets as they looked like they kind of got adjusted to what the Bulldogs were doing. Yeah, I agree with you. I think those will come out and make some adjustments. And again, probably will be able to go over and for the first time game planning, actually after the first drive against the offense to get back going. Here's a snap, hand off to Jared Peoples. He's around the right side, and he's going to pick up looks like they're going to give him about 4 yards. So a nice pickup for the Hornets. And number 10, Chase Rice, is back in the game, and that's a good sign if you want your senior quarterback leading the troops. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Yeah, they'll continue to attack the right side of the Bulldog defense, right-handed football so far for Local Fort, and again, a lot of areas going to Newell, as you say. Here's the snap. We'll drop back and we'll pass it to Goff. Goff gets away from one man. Sidesteps another man. He's up across the 30. And that'll be enough for the first and 10 for the Hornets of Charter B's first and 10. And you know what? Goff is going to be a weapon. Locust Fork hadn't had a lot of receivers of late, but he hadn't had a pass that wasn't completed. It just the first one that was completed in bounds.
Well, as you say, nice job that time. Just a 3-step drop. Chase Rice, the ball that needs to be thrown, and Daniel able to make 2 guys miss. Very elusive. And you don't always know how the basketball guys are transitioning football. But I believe that you're right. That Daniel's, he's just going to get better week after week after week. And at some point, he's going to be a difference maker for this offense.
So maybe he'll get some rain here just a minute. Go look at the radar. Here's a snap. Chase Rice being pressured. He's going down. And that was a big time blitz by number 21, Hunter Neesmith, the quarterback. And he came from the blind side, and they didn't see him. And they're going to throw Chase for a big loss.
Inside, outside, right inside, when they from the backside, Chase Rice seemed to linebacker coming in, a big play to defense that time. You see how low the back is trying to push back into this, get it third man.
8-yard loss. Second down and 18. Here comes Rice under center. He'll take and hand it off to the big guy, Drew Rogers, and he fumbles it. And it's recovered by the Bulldogs. That's 2 drives and 2 turnovers. And the Bulldogs are in business at the 21-yard line. And that's not the start that you want to do in the season. Oh, turnover. Made by Drew Rogers.
Well, that time I would say that it wasn't all I think the first one kind of the finish, stop, they can just hold him to a field goal kick. It would be big for the defense.
Here comes Neesmith. He'll drop back. He'll fire it. It's going to be complete to number 20, or to number 4, rather, Carson McGinnis. And he's going to pick up about, we'll call it 3 yards. Good defense, I thought, by the Hornets to hold him to just maybe 3 yards, maybe 2.5 yards.
Yeah, that kind of outside linebacker, Chase Rice, actually went to the interception. Looked like he may have got a hand on the ball. And if he picked it off, he's touchdown. Again, just good job. Overall defense for Locust Fork there on the first down play.
Here comes the Bulldogs as they'll go from the shotgun. Here's a snap. They'll hand it. I know he'll keep it. He faked it to Michael Scholes, but he kept it, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard. Good defense once again by the Hornets. They start to stiffen a little bit.
Yeah, don't read that time by the Bulldog offense. As you say, Locust Fork doing a very good job. Looks like they're very disciplined, staying in their lanes. Looks like that may be the last play of the first quarter.
That will be the last play of the first quarter. As the Hornets have moved the ball, but they've had it get on the ground a couple of times and turn it over. 2 turnovers, 2 possessions. We're going to head to the second quarter. Your score 0-0 between Carbon Hill and Locust Fork. You're listening to Butler County Football on WCRL Classic Hits. I'll bring it back to you. That is the minute.
I can't figure if it's coming up from that side or that side.
Welcome back to Carbon Hill, Alabama, as we are headed to the second quarter. First quarter, stats come down like this. It's all on the ground basically for the Hornets. They have 48 yards on the ground, only through the air, they only have 7. A total of 55 yards, 48 total yards for Carbon Hill, 25 passing yards, and 23 rushing yards. So 3rd down and 7. They'll fake the handoff, and Neesmith will keep it. And the Hornets read that to perfection. Nice job by number 4, Hunter Neely, and also number 57 for the Hornets in on the tackle that time. Elliot Dodson, Hercules getting a little defense. Good defense that time.
Yeah. Carbon Hill went back to zone read again. Chase Rice came up and basically blew the play up. Didn't allow the running back to be an option. Quarterback basically just by default had to pull it in and get a good job by Chase's buddies coming and clean that up, and it brings up a big 4th down play. It would be huge here if they get stopped.
Well, it's 4th down. We'll see what Carbon Hill's going to do. They're going to call timeout. Let's take it with them. 4th down and about 5 for the Bulldogs. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Returning the ball, over and up down. It's early. Welcome back as we play here in the 2nd quarter. 11 minutes and 14 seconds to go to halftime. We got a big 4th down. We'll call it 5 for the Bulldogs from Carbon Hill as they see if they can capitalize on a Hornet turnover. They've had 2 of them, 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. Hornets had a touchdown call back at 1st and goal at 6. But they had a penalty flag and had a turnover. As Chase Rice had to take a breather, and that's when the turnover happened. So here we go, 4th down, big 4th down for the Hornets here. Here's a snap to Heppenstall. He'll pass it across the middle, complete for a touchdown. Number 4. Carson McGinnis connected a great pass for well covered, but just couldn't get his hand in there.
Yeah, that's a 4th minute with a man coverage across the way. Just a little stand again, just well run. Yeah, that's a few minutes. All set up in the short field.
Well, Hornets have not got many toes left and want to play the half, but they keep shooting the foot off, and looks like they're going for 2 here. Here is the play right up the gut. Fake, and then the throw outside. Nobody was so they can want to catch it. Like that with 11:07 to go in the half, 6-0. Carbon Hill. And a nice job by the Bulldogs to capitalize on the turnover.
Yeah, they did. I mean, had a well-executed play, and just give them credit. And again, Locust Fork, if they can kind of clean up their own mistakes, some of those things may take care of themselves. But credit to the Carbon Hill offense that time for go ahead and being able to put points on the board. And now it's up to Locust Fork to be able to come back and understand it's a 4-quarter football game. We're just early in the 2nd quarter, so still a lot of football to be played.
Well, we've only got a month. I believe it's raining everywhere. Nope, too fast. It's raining on the left side of the field, and it's dry on the right side of the field. So here comes the rain. Praise the Lord, we don't have any light. It's getting rain a little bit. So it's going to make it a little slippery, possibly. Hornets have practiced in the rain a few days because we've had a lot of rain. But, there's a good crowd on the Hornet side. They've almost filled their side up over there. And I'm impressed because this is a big old stadium. I don't think it's going to rain long. I don't think it's going to rain much. We'll see. I'm not a meteorologist.
I think we should make announcements on Facebook. Announcements running to light.
And it's not lightning right now. We'll see what happens. All right, Jeff Wyndham getting ready to kick off. 6-0 Carbon Hills. They capitalize on the turnover. Here is the kick, and it's a little nubber onside kick, and they're going to cover. Looks like, and they do recover. Recovered by number 11, Garrison Woods. It's everything. could go right. So the Bulldogs is going right, and everything that could go wrong for the Hornets is going wrong.
Well executed teams again, great call that time. The Bulldogs of Carbon Hill, and they would come up with the onside kick again. Those four defense needs to stand up here, just get to stop the bleeding, maybe force the punt, maybe even create a turnover and get things run back in late.
Well, the rain continues to fall, and that's not what you want if you're a Hornet fan. Look, we got a new quarterback in there, number 14, Jonathan Madison's going to get the snap, and he's going to pitch it out here to number 24, Cameron Green, and they're going to throw him down for a loss. That's a nice defense that time by the Hornets.
Anyway, since the initial 3 or 4 plays, those first defenses really played well. Grant, that number 1 play for a touchdown has really done a good job of assessing what Carbon Hill's trying to do. I think doing a really good job of playing just consistent, good assignment football on defense and really competing well on the defensive side.
Here's a snap, and the pass is going to be complete, and it's going to be knocked down.
Oh,
and a
it's
fumble's going to be turned over.
intercepted.
And we got the ball back, and we're still rumbling, stumbling down the field. And Chase Rice is going to fumble it back to him, but I think the Hornets are going to get on it. We'll see.
Chase fumbled it, number 7 fell on it.
And the Hornets do recover. A great defensive play by Chase Rice, and he almost took it right out of the air. What happened was they completed a pass out to number 40, Austin Ivey, and he fumbled the ball. Number 4, I don't think he fumbled.
No, he didn't hit the ground. No, the corner came up, I believe, and stuck him. I think he hit the ground.
No, it didn't hit the ground. Chase intercepted.
But he had the fumble. I guess Charlie intercepted. I guess.
They stripped it out. Chase fumbled it, number 4.
And then he fumbled. Chase was rumbling down the field, and he fumbled. Chase was able to get back on top of it. So good things are now maybe happening since the rain showed up, and it is raining straight down here at Bulldog Land. Here comes the Hornets. A handoff to number 6, Clevenger. He'll go around the left side. He'll rumble inside the 30 down to about the 20. We'll call it the 23-yard line. Nice yardage up time for the Hornets as they get inside the 25. We'll call it the 27-yard line. Pick up of about 7. Be second down and 3 for the Hornets.
Okay, big stop that we talked about. Looks different. We'll try to again, offensive business.
Oh, I'm sorry, 22, yeah.
Their side of the football field on the short side is that kind of Clevenger. Big play on first down brings up a short second down play for the
Here comes Rice under center. Here comes the snap, and the Hornets are moving. And you can't do that. They had this happen last year. They shot themselves in the foot. You got second and short, now it's going to be backed up to second and long.
Yeah, just a little bit of inexperience that time. Daniel Goff, the wide receiver, got caught leaning just a little bit on the play. And one thing we talked about is just going to be growing pains for him. Tremendous upside for that young man. They had 2 guys moving to snap the football on the second down. Again, it was interesting to see. Very difficult possibly to throw here. Just to see kind of what they come back. I like the ball in Chase's hands again. See if we can seal off. And it looks like we may have Kyle Clevenger back in for
Yep. It's true. I guess Chase is just sick and can't get up. Here's a handoff to People. They're going to call another penalty. He's going to stumble down to about the 21-yard line. They're going to call another penalty. Looks like the yellow flag going all on the side of the Hornets. They're going to call a hold here. So bring up another penalty yard. The Hornets got all the way down to about the 21-yard line. 8 minutes, 57 seconds to go, and it's raining like cats and dogs.
nice place to be right now.
It is nice and cool. It was hot up there, but the temperature dropped 30 degrees. And another penalty by the Hornets, and that's going to back it up to the 36-yard line. The Hornets are going to have to quit shooting themselves in the foot. They've got all kind of penalties. They got 2 turnovers. They finally got a break. Chase is back in the ball game. He can't quit throwing up. Something's got to happen here. There's a handoff to Tyler Clevenger. He'll go inside the 30, inside the 25, down to about the 24-yard line. A big pickup of about 10 yards. Make it a little bit more manageable on third down.
It just gets away from the line side of the field, gets away from those bench. Nice run that time. Tyler Clevenger able to make a miss, spin, get inside, the side, nice run in third man.
yards to keep this train moving. We need to get in the end zone. Here's the snap. We're going to pass it. Pass is going to be thrown over the middle, and it's way out of the way. And he overthrew him by about 10 or 15 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down in time. And good coverage, I thought, by the Bulldogs. They had Tyler Clevenger covered up pretty good.
Yeah, Chase got maybe a little bit too greedy on that play. Had Drew Rogers wide open out in that far side flat. A play that looks like had a lot of success with towards the end of the year last year. Kind of running the secondary off and hit Drew off kind of in the slot vacated area. So be interesting to maybe see if they come back in with that same play or what they'll dial up for the 4th.
Yeah, he's been watching too much soccer with TV.
Well, here we go. 8 minutes to go in the first half. 6-0 Carbon Hill, and we got another penalty flag on the play. I don't know if this is against local sport or if it's against the Bulldog. If it's against the Bulldog, nope. It's against the Hornets.
I believe we just said something. It didn't look like they were going back to the same play that they tried to run, try to sneak Drew back in. I thought they were going back again. Yeah, huge play, although really too close to punt. I don't think you can attempt a field goal in perfect conditions very often from this perspective. Look, may have a people that can make that, but there's no way that you're trying to attempt this field goal now. Just really, the choice is too good.
Well, sloppy is not the, I don't believe it describes it enough. The way the Hornets have probably played this first half, because they've already got a ton of penalties. Here's a pass over the middle, almost intercepted. So the Bulldogs are going to hold the Hornets. Hornets had an opportunity to get a first down and then shot themselves and kick 3 penalties. And they've got a ton of penalties. They've got 4 for 30 yards already. We ain't even got the halftime. 7:51 to play here in the first half. 6-0 Bulldogs. And the conditions have deteriorated tremendously. And it is just pouring. It is winds blowing. Pouring down rain. Hallelujah. We're up here in the press box. It's getting dry. Here we go. First down. I believe we're going to have a timeout. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. Let's take it with them. 7:51 to play till halftime. 6-0 Carbon Hill. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
You still got a water break in the
I'm getting out of the way. I don't ever hear the filming that I go back and kind of basically I had an instinct that about 30 years somewhere now.
Move past the number 4.
Back to the who had the over Humble or the phone?
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium, Walker County, Carbon Hill High School. 6-0 Carbon Hill. Thanks to some turnovers by the Hornets. They got the ball, and they'll snap it and hand it right up the gut to number 1, Michael Scholes. And he's going to pick up good yardage, about 7 yards. That'll bring it up to 2nd down and 3 for the Bulldogs. Hornets missed the tackle right off the bat that time.
Well, Chase Glasscock, or Austin Glasscock, did a great job getting to the backfield, just unable to wrap up and did a good job by the running back from Carbon Hill to step up with a good play on first down.
Jonathan Madison hand it once again to Scholes, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield by number 10, Chase Rice. Good defensive play that time. As they blew that play up, that's going to be a pretty good loss.
Well, looking for taking a lot of chances. I guess this rain may be a part of that, but they've really brought a lot of pressure, a lot of stunning, playing man coverage on the backside and one high safety on the Doss kind of middle and center field, but they're very effective in stopping this offense.
3rd down, we got 6. Big 3rd down here for the Hornets. They can hold them, make them punt in this rain. That'd be huge. Here's a snap. They're going to hand it. No, they are going to hand it off to them. Good fake that time, but he handed it off to Michael Scholes, and he's not going to have his yardage needed for the first down, as they're going to maybe gain a yard. So we'll bring it to 4th down and call it 5. Good defense by the Hornets after giving up 7 on first down.
Yeah, good defense overall. Just say play to their advantage. Creating the punt situation here in this rain. Again, the biggest thing is once they get it off got Daniel Goss, looks like Blaine, that's Tyler Clevenger back deep. Got to make a clean field of the corner to protect the football in return.
I think we're going to reach the heat timeout. We'll take it with them. As there's about, he's not going to give them a heat timeout. Or is he? Call them back. I think the coach thought they would get the heat timeout, and they didn't get it. The play clock run out. It should have been a penalty. Reset it. Okay. Now they'll go under 16. I guess they don't stop the play. The play was not stopped. The clock was still running. Here's the snap. When it's going for it, and they almost get to it. It's a short punt when you get away from that. And it's going to roll right at midfield. We'll call it on the fourth side of the field, maybe the 49-yard line. So the Hornets can take over. Good field position. 5:45 to play here in the second quarter. First possession, just to give you the rundown of this ball game, first possession of the game, Hornets right down the field, got all of the 6-yard line, right on the end zone, and got the flag called it back, and turned it over. Next possession, they turned it over. And then the Bulldogs had a very short field, and they were on fourth down to pick up a touchdown, and they got 6 points, missed a 2-point conversion. And then, since then, it's been back and forth, back and forth. But the one thing that has really hindered the Hornets, in my opinion, has been not having Chase Wright for the whole time. They got down inside the 6-yard line, and Chase is sick or something. He's having trouble blowing up, and he just continues to have to come out of the ball game. And that's not what the Hornets need to have happen on game one.
It's very simple. All the penalties and turnover. They had the penalty and the holding call on a touchdown that gave it, and then they had the turnover, and then the turnover deep in the third. He just gave the offense Cotton Hill very good opportunity to get it in for a touchdown, and that's so fortunate.
2 turnovers and 30 yards in penalties. It's really been a disaster so far for the Hornets. Here's a snap, hand off right up the gut to Drew Rogers, and they are just keying on Drew. A nice tackle by number 4. That time Austin Ivy. And Hornets picked up 2 yards, and that's all.
Across the 50.
Pretty determined again just to give the Drew. I'm not sure that Chase would be ready for that. From the option look, it's something again look for him to take that guy on the corner. Trying to get in perfect weather conditions for kind of the true triple option. Again, looking for defense is playing well enough, but I'm sure the coaches offensively want to stay patient and take their shots when they feel appropriate.
The good news is the rain's starting to let up a little bit here. Just hand off to Clevenger around the left side. And a nice run. They're trying to rip that ball up. He's done a good job of hanging on to it. I'm sure it's pretty wet. He's going to pick up about, call it, let's say 6 yards. That'll bring it to third down in about
43.
maybe a yard and a half. A good run at time of 7.
He's doing a good job of not trying to extend the defense totally. He sees it brings him to step up inside of it, try to get it north and south. Getting good yardage brings up a third short down.
Third down and 1 for the Hornets. Chase Rice goes on the center. He'll keep it himself, and he'll bust up through there. And he's got a lot of yardage. He's just dragging people with him. And he'll pick up 10 yards, 11 yards on a quarterback sneak. And I'm telling you, buddy, he is alone when he gets to rolling.
The old-fashioned quarterback sneak was up the initial contact and then ran over the Mike linebacker and get into the secondary level. Somebody grabbed him by his jersey and tried to drag him down, and then Chase just kind of pulling him down the field. And teammates from Carbon Hill able to come in and help put the stop. And again, local field again generating the offense. It's all about now just getting in the end zone.
And that's the Charlie B's 1st and 10. As we come to you live from the Backtop Furniture broadcast booth, and the Hornets are rolling. As they got a 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 30. Here's a snap. They'll hand it right up the gut to Drew Rogers, and he'll pick up about 2-3 yards as he drags the defender with him. And that's pretty good yardage on 1st down. Drew having a hard time getting anything going so far.
For credit the Carbon Hill defense, again, they fake the jet sweep, because of the jet sweep look to the wide side of the field, running straight at us and trying to sneak Drew back up in there. The linebacker's doing a good job of staying at home on the side of the football. Again, still a gain of 4.5, 5 yards. Well executed on the offense.
2nd down and 6 after a gain of 4 by Rogers. Here's a snap. And the pitch out to Clevenger. And he's going to be thrown down for a loss on the play of about a yard. And they read that play. It didn't look like it was really executed too well from the get-go.
Well, it's the first time I've really seen the offense run. It was almost like an automatic toss. I'm sure Todd just did not get a good mesh point. Chase tossed it to him. Again, kind of a jet sweep look. Loss of yardage. Again, big third down here for the offense.
Third down and 8 for the Hornets.
It's actually
State Representative David Standard listening in from Montgomery, Alabama. Big third down here for the Hornets. The rain is basically quit. Here's a snap, handoff. To number 6 around the left side, Tyler Clevenger, and he's going to pick up his first down. A great run that time. As he'll go inside the 25-yard line and down inside, looks like the 20-yard line, to about the 19. So the Hornets have been down here. They've just turned it over. They got to hang on to it here.
Yeah, and again, the quarter quickly expiring. You look at the offense that goes Carter Hill. Keep the ball on that rain coming in, and again, it's critical here. Carter Hill gets the ball to start the third quarter, so it's critical that they get a score here to end the game.
2 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the first half. 6-0 Carbon Hill, but the Hornets are threatened. Here's a snap. Here's a handoff up the gut to Drew Rogers, and he's tripped up immediately. And a nice job by number 3, the ninth grader, Jeffrey Atkins, to trip up Drew. And he rumbled for about, we'll call it
16.
maybe 3 yards. When he spotted there, it'd be 2 yards. So take it down and 8 for the Hornets.
Again, trying to make that jet sweep and sneak Drew back up the middle underneath the linebacker if they start running with the jet. But again, Carter Hill staying at home.
Here's a snap. They're going to get it outside to Lane Terry. And if he'd have kept running fast to the right side, kept it wide and not tried to go back inside, he might have had a big time play. But he's not going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards. Boy, that's the first time we've seen Lane.
Yeah, Lane's first carry, I believe, was 9. And again, I'm sure if he was just trying to get a little shake and bake move. I think you're right. If he just turns on the jets and tries to outrun me and actually get to the corner himself, again, a third down situation for looks for offense, and he's coming down a minute and 40 to go here in the second quarter.
Third down and 4. Here's a snap. Quarterback Chase Rice fumbles the ball. But the Hornets are lucky as they got on. A nice recovery that time by number 60 for the Hornets. Jacob Smith with a big loss. You go from third down and 4 at about the 14, 15-yard line to fourth down and 15 from about the 24-yard line. So, a 10-yard loss.
Yeah, again, it had that same play trying to sneak Drew out, and it was open one more time. But Chase almost spread it out a little bit too quickly, got out in front of the pulling guard, and kind of just ran into the defender from Carter Hill. Huge play here. Be interesting to see what they ball up under a minute now, 4th and long.
55 seconds to go to halftime. Big play here for the Hornets. Rice drops back. He loads up. He fires it to number 1. And he's going to catch it. And he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. Hornets. A big time pass play from Chase Rice to Daniel Goss. And the Hornets tie with 42.9 seconds to go. Huge play for the Hornets. And that's just what we need.
Yeah, that is just what you need. Again, when you're curious what you draw up, 4th and long, you just basically throw a one-man route, throw it up, and then basketball, and go look and get it. And that's just exactly what happened. Well executed by the offense. Got the swinging gate coming as they set up the extra point here to take the lead.
Number 8.
And Jose Hernandez. We've talked about Jose all year. We had trouble in the kicking game last year. See if the Hornets have improved on that. Here's a snap. It's a little high. The kick is up. It's going, and it's going to get over the goal post. And the Hornets, for the first time in 2016, lead in the game 7-6 with 42.9 seconds to go. And that was a huge drive, a 51-yard drive for the Hornets. And most of it was on the ground till we got down to the 24-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Chase Rice to Daniel Goss. And from what I've seen right now, I'm sure glad that Daniel Goss decided to play a little football because he's a pretty good weapon out there on the edge for the Hornets.
Well, he definitely puts the passing game where you got to prepare for it. And again, weather conditions tonight not been perfect to do that, and just a timing issue a little bit early on, and it's hard to simulate game-like situations, game speed and all. Daniel kind of coming back in. I think both of those plays early in the game probably ended up being completed later on in the year, but big play, critical for the offense to get in and get points. And for whatever reason, I'm not sure what's going on with the defensive quarterback, but they've been the back the last 3 or 4 drives. I'm not sure if they just decided a hot, humid night that he played the starter who's solely on defense. Doesn't seem to be injured. He plays defense. But again, local sports defense, I think, has played outstanding.
Well, since the first drive, the only touchdown they gave up was a short field. They've only given up about 12, 13 yards. So, pretty good defense so far since they've made some adjustments to what the Bulldogs are doing. Well, Jose Hernandez getting ready to kick off for the Hornets for the first time all year. Here's the kick. He's going, it's a good kick because it bounces off the up back, and we ought to be able to get on it. Did we get on it?
We're pointing as if
we're pointing on. That was a great, like a squib kick. And we got the ball. Drew Rogers, the big Easter egg hunter, has snuck it out for the Hornets, and the Hornets with 31 seconds got a chance to make something happen once again. Could we score 2 touchdowns in 42 seconds? Wouldn't that be great? I tell you what, we were trying to squib it, and the big lineman up front just kind of got in front of it. It bounced off his face mask almost, and Drew Rogers able to dig it out for the Hornets. So here we go, 31 seconds to go in the first half. We got a little discussion going on here. Not
discussion. I think he just hit a line drive right off his face mask. He just got kind of a rocket shot. And again, Easter egg champion Drew Rogers. We got a little different formation going here, Greg. We'd be surprised if we got some preparation to got Drew out here, almost kind of in a slot position outside of Tyler Clemens and lined up right behind him. Imagine we can get some kind of a sprint out here with Chase Rice.
Here's a snap. The pass is complete. To Galton, we're going to have a double pass. Did we get it complete? He said it bounced off the ground. The old Michael Reed play there. And that's worked to perfection most of the time for the Hornets. And if he's got a little more air under it, Goss used to be a quarterback when he played junior. Well, he's got an arm on it. The pass was incomplete. That'll bring up the second down and 10 for the Hornets. And man, if they could get something right here, right before the half, if they could just get a field goal, that would be huge. I'd like to see Jose kick one. He's got a pretty good leg. Here comes the snap. And the pass is going to be complete out here to Drew Rogers. And he's tied one guy. He sidesteps and runs over another guy. And he's going to pick up a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. 14.3 seconds to go. Hornets have got to pick it up a little bit if they're going to do anything with this thing, because you're only going to have time for maybe a couple of plays. And you got to hustle. We got the quarterback on the sideline. And they got to realize that the play will start.
They're going to call timeout.
What?
We're going to use the last timeout. Again, that's a play Greg Losport's been trying to complete, and it's down a little bit inside scoring territory. Again, sneaks Drew out, and again, Drew just kind of throwing people around. But yeah, Losport's going to call a timeout and talk things over here.
Let's just keep it here. 14.3 seconds to go till halftime. As we're live from the Badcock Furniture broadcast booth inside Bulldog Stadium on the campus of Carbon Hill. We've had a pretty good first half, folks, as the Hornets have shot themselves in the foot mightily as they have put it on the turf a few times. They've had penalty flags galore. They've got 30 yards. You know, one thing I'm interested in looking at over here, the Carbon Hill team has not had a penalty flag all night long. And the Hornets have got 30 yards and they've got plenty of turnovers. They've had 2 fumbles. One probably cost them a touchdown because they had a touchdown call back due to penalty. Then they fumbled it right after that. But they got 1st and 10. The ball's at the 33-yard line of the Bulldogs. 14.3 seconds to go. Hornets lead 7-6. Here's the snap. And Chase Rice is running, and he fumbles the ball. And he's going to have to get on it, and that's going to get us to halftime, I'm pretty sure. And it will. Unfortunately, pick that up and run it back. And that's going to get us to halftime. What a sloppy first half, but an exciting first half. And the Hornets are able to take a lead to halftime. Let's go down the field.
glad Drew turned around. I never seen one, but driven in the back.
Well, Randy got on the mic before I was going to it, but I appreciate him getting down there. Wasn't very happy. So he says the worst first half that he's played local sports since he's been.
We're not gonna let the letter, so take the radio.
Oh, me. Well, Coach Musso, just telling it like he saw it. He didn't think it was too good.
Well, it reminds me of a little bit of a halftime coach's interview where we were at Westminster Christian, I believe it was, up in Huntsville.
It's about the same. And got back, and the Hornet had a pretty good show in the second half. But if that's the worst we'll do all year, I think we'll be all right if we can lead 7-6. Well, all right, we will be back in just a few minutes. We're going to take a little extended break here. We are at halftime at 7-6. Emerald Night Marching Band is on the field, and we'll try to get you a little bit of that maybe in just a second. You're listening to Blount County Football on WCRL. We'll be back in just a minute. I have waited all year to hear y'all on the radio. Best radio show ever. I love y'all. Keep it up. Keep it up, little Ingram.
What's that mean?
Who is that?
Is their name Little Ingram?
Oh, that's Ingram's.
On phone for us, it should be 6. Should be final 6. Lost 4, or no, 6 and 3. That fumble on the interception. I
Again, technically that could be ruled either one, I guess.
No, I mean,
whether he had possession of it.
I mean, one thing is, he intercepted, ran it, and then what Scott said,
Then we fumbled.
Then we fumbled right back. That's how I don't have that fumble on that same line on the interception. I mean, I have to read that one.
You limited to one fumble interception per play.
Well, I mean, I think I have to add another line for that play because it's too early, but I don't know how to record it right now.
No, that's fine.
I'm just saying we got one more fumble on our stats.
You get that. Where it says 5 turnovers, lost 3. We got 6. We got 6 fumbles, lost 3.
Fumble on that interception. I got that one here. But was that an interception or was it they caught the pass and he took the ball away from him? That's what I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so quick, I couldn't tell. Tell you what. Daniel Goff, wide side of the field, so his clean room was.
Yeah. I think we ain't going to have no more rain.
Back in your help. I never saw him. Yeah, but at the end of the
How you spell monsoon?
MONSOON. Thank you for your support.
know. Before the game, it was fine. Anyway, Cole Wingert's done.
Really? What happened to him?
Left knee. Don't know beyond tonight. He's definitely done tonight.
Oh, right.
After tonight, don't know. At first, I thought maybe it's just everybody on their cell phones at one time. It says this number is not accepting calls at this time. Every time I call.
Well, it's kind of acting crazy. Called you, you said the same thing.
Really? Well, then it's got to be in the tower. The tower's got an issue.
Must have had lightning stuff. That was about as sloppy as I have seen.
Let me try.
Cut my phone off.
Not accepting calls at this time. So anyway.
I'm going to cut it off and cut it back on. So well, buddy, if that's the worst half of football we've ever played at Logansport, we're up 7-6, I'll take it.
Yeah. Dropped that touchdown early in the game. By the time he had control of it, he was out. It was a good call. He was out of the end zone.
He did catch it, didn't he?
He did catch it, but
He's going to be a winner.
He was out of bounds.
Goss is going to be a winner.
And I was waiting for him to go there because the whole drive it was there every down, and they finally went to it and dropped.
What's wrong with Chase?
I don't know. He was throwing up all over the place there during timeout, and they're carrying Wingert off. See him coming across the field.
Oh, man. Bless his heart, he just can't have no good.
Yeah. It's his left knee. They won't know more until they.
Hello? I can't call out either.
Yeah, it's got to be the tower.
We'll try to call Angie. It's not around here to see if I can.
Let me see. Yeah, I think it's just local because I called Gardendale and I got through.
Well, I can't get through nothing. So I'm getting texts, but I'm not getting them.
When I tried to call you and couldn't get you, I hung up. Called somebody at Gardendale and got through. Let's see the weather. Hopefully it's done.
Put that headset on with her. Bring it back to us a minute, Tim. Well, the band's already gone.
Yeah, I think we're going to be okay, weather-wise.
You look at those stats, you'd think we're blowing them out.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's the same thing last year. Turnovers, penalties, kicking game.
Well, the kicking game's been on.
Well, we let them get that onside kick.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the ball right back.
Yeah. I don't even know if that was supposed to be an onside kick.
Yeah.
Here comes it. Welcome back to Walker County, Alabama. As we are at halftime here, Locust Fork Hornets leading 7-6 over the Carbon Hill Bulldogs. And I guess if you looked at the stats, you'd think Locust Fork was dominating the game. Locust Fork has 9 first downs to 4 first downs. They got 47 passing yards to 40 passing yards. They got 80 rushing yards to 28 rushing yards. The total yards 127 to 68. They have a time of possession lead of 15 minutes and 5 seconds to 8 minutes and 55 seconds. And here is where the debacle starts. The Hornets have got 4 penalties for 30 yards, and one of them was a tough penalty because it cost us a touchdown. Had a touchdown call. Fumbles. Locust Fork had 5 fumbles and lost 3. They had more than that, I thought, they played.
Yeah.
But I guess at 6, they had had 6 fumbles and lost 3, so they lost half of them. So they were very fortunate to get out of the half with a 1-point lead. Coach Musso said it was the worst half of football since he's been here in 4 years. I guess if you can play your worst half of football and be up by a point, you got to feel a little bit better than not being. But your opinion of the first half?
Well, I thought that that first possession was probably the best possession of the night for Carbon Hill. They moved the ball right down the field, the Hornets tightened up in the red zone. And every succeeding possession, the Hornet defense got a little grittier, a little tougher. And I think, too, you mentioned time of possession. I think that's going to be a big factor in the second half and maybe wearing down this Carbon Hill defense and getting the ground game going now. The grass is kind of thick and it's rain. Looking at the radar a minute ago, I don't believe we got any rain coming this way, but the field is going to be slick and maybe a tad slow because the grass is pretty thick. If we keep doing the domination, if we cut out the silly penalties and the turnovers, and we've been on this side of the field quite a bit in the first half, and I like where we are despite all the adversity. Like you said, if you can do what you did in the first half, lead 7-6. There's got to be some happiness somewhere.
Well, you certainly hope things can get better than half. I think about this. I knew it would be probably some sloppy first game. Then it came to monsoon for a little while. It was hard to even see out the window. Thank God we were in the press box and it was dry, but it was sloppy. But we ought to be able to have that out of our system. The worst thing to me that happened first half was an injured Cole Weingard, who's probably done.
Yeah, he's definitely done for tonight. They had ice on his left knee. I spoke to the trainer, and she didn't want to elaborate. There's still obviously some testing got to be done later, probably at a doctor's office or hospital, but it didn't look very good.
Well, maybe they can make some adjustments and get everything right, and maybe everything will be okay as we start the second half. But we got a barn burner going on here, 7-6, and gonna have to fight and see what happens. I think the one thing I did feel good about was after the first drive, Local Sport pretty much shut them down offensively, other than the little touchdown pass they had after we turned the ball over deep in our own territory. So I thought the defense was really starting to become stifling, and offense still able to move the ball, so maybe they can get the train rolling.
Very typical Locust Fork offense, ball possession, getting 4 or 5 yards a snap, keep moving the chains, eat up quite a bit of clock, and they did that 2 or 3 times. They ended up turning the ball over a couple of times and missed a touchdown pass early in the game on one of those drives. But I was really pleased to see Tyler Clevenger. I thought he had a real solid first half, both in relief and Chase Rice when he got a little upset stomach there briefly, and also at running back, I thought he helped the offense.
Well, all right, Randy, appreciate you joining us at halftime, and you're doing a good job. We'll try to get a good interview with Coach Musso after the ball game. Hopefully it'll be a happy interview, we hope. All right, let's send it back to the studios for a little timeout. You're listening to Blount County Football on WCRL, Classic Hits 95.3. We'll be right back.
Still getting that recording, so I'll try it a couple of times during the second half to see what happens. But you can try.
It was working because you talked to me.
Yeah, before the game. I think
must be a tower thing.
It's got to be a tower issue, and I need to fire a text to the score off to North Jefferson News.
You got AT&T? You got a phone work? Mine won't work. I can text, but I can't get a phone.
Also, you got 2 bars and what you need. Oh, man. Can help you hit it.
course not.
Look at three there, not a whole lot.
Get a Pennington score.
Huh?
Get a Pennington score. Or Hayden score.
Yeah.
You can buy coaches some rings.
I don't know why they ain't got it.
It's hotter now than it was before Cochran got here.
I'm saying that we just needed more humidity, didn't we? We need more moisture there.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium and the Badcock Furniture broadcast booth. We are at a but I guess you could say McMillan timeout here right now. And right now it's beautiful. There's no rain, but I'm telling you, for much of the latter part of the first quarter and second quarter, it was a monsoon. It was raining sideways. But hallelujah. It quit. Of course, we didn't get wet, but everybody in the stadium did. There's a great crowd here. I thought they have a big old stadium, and I thought the Hornets brought a pretty good stadium. They got a nice crowd here. Everybody's fired up. So, and we got a good ball game going on, a sloppy ball game. And if you look at the stats, the leading rushes for the Humps. Chase Rice, unfortunately, only has 5 yards, but he's had a lot of sacks.
The last sack's 15 yards.
Had a 15-yard loss on the last play of the game, of the first half. If you take away the sacks, he would be pretty good because we got 80 yards in rushing total, but a lot of sacks. Drew Rogers got 18 yards rushing. I thought Tyler Clemson had probably the best first half of all of the running backs. Tyler Clemson ended up with about 7 yards a carry. He got 36 yards on 5 carries. Tinkle got a nice first. After he only had 3 carries, we had 17 yards. So it's just a sloppy first half to me at Logansport. And I would imagine that Coach Musso probably lit a fire in some folks' house.
Well, it did not seem to be in the best of news headed to the locker room chat between the safety and middle patrols. Logansport came out and looked very crisp on offense, straight down the field, 11 plays, and Chase Rice had some stomach issues and actually had a touchdown called back due to a holding penalty, and next play turned it over, and that just kind of set the tone, I think, for the offense a little bit. I think the defense created a little bit of success for Carbon Hill. The opening drive, 4 or 5 plays where they were able to move the ball down the football field, and the more local sport was activated in what they were trying to do. I think they did a better job as far as defending them. Local sport gave us a short field with a fumble, I guess, around the 24-yard line, the 24-yard line. Did a great job. 3 plays, and just had the all over the field. Carbon Hill able to complete a pass in a very small window for the touchdown, and they went to 2 unsuccessful. Again, local sport scoring. I think that's on 4th down as well. 3rd and long, 4th down. I'm not sure Daniel Dawson, long pass play. But the difference in the football game. One thing we haven't seen, the difference in the football game being the keeper game go our way lately.
Well, both touchdowns were scored. Pennington is leading 20-0. That's the half. I thought they were pretty dominant when he was talking to one coach around the mountain. But about ready to get this thing started. The first half was sloppy. We hope we're going to have a crisp second half, and maybe the Hornets can get it rolling here as they try to get things going. Hornets will kick off on your radio dial from left to right. It's been it started off really a beautiful night, and then a little storm developed and kind of put a little rain on the party, and then the monsoon came and the debacle came with all the fumbles, but somehow or another the Hornets, if you look at the stats, they look like they'd be dominating, but they're not dominating, but they are ahead and didn't play well, and I guess you can take that. But they cannot continue to play like they were. And really, when you think about how many times Chase Rice had to come out of the game, I mean, with all the penalties and turnovers, we're really lucky to be ahead. But see what happens this second half. I am impressed with Carbon Hill. They've got some pretty good players. They've got some big lines. I don't know if we'll play anybody much bigger than what I'm looking down on the field at. But I think, to me, our defense is better this year overall, I think, than where they were last year. And here's a kickoff by Jose Hernandez. A nice kick. It goes all the way down to the 10. It's going to be returned by number 33, and a lot of, I guess you could say,
76
fighting going on out there. But a nice return, I guess, by Elijah Cook. Never heard a guy called Elijah. Heard about Elijah the song. Never broadcast a game with a man, a boy named Elijah. A good start for the Hornets because they're going to pin them inside the 30-yard line at about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, nice kick, good put up with the left field, and boys coming down on the Hornets in on the tackle. Again, look for the defense to pick up where they left off in the second quarter and get the ball back to the offense.
Steve Smith will take the handoff, and he'll hand it to number 1, Michael Scholes. And if that's any indication of what's to come, the Hornets just blew that up. And I'm telling you something, they were in there before he could hardly get the handoff. Nice play by Dodson and the big guy, Glasgow.
Yeah, Malcolm Mitchell, I believe, involved in that as well. And again, the offensive line for Carbon Hill might as well just take a knee. They haven't blocked anybody on that play, and just no chance for the running back, as it was just a mauling in the backfield by the interior defensive line.
Also 4, second down, or 3, second down, 13. Here's another fake handoff. They will hand off, and they are just wild. I'm telling you right now, they are just hammering that running back Scholes as he was just met at the scrimmage. And really not much there that time. He might have got a half a yard. We'll call it 3rd down and 13.
Well, you've got the 9th grader, Malcolm Mitchell, and the senior, Austin Glasscox, and they're just stonewalling the offensive line and allowing linebackers and other defensive linemen just to run free.
Here comes a shotgun formation snap, and they got a screen set up perfectly. But the Hornets are going to read it, and they're going to bring him down, and look like we're going to have a fumble on the play. Did he get the ball?
Probably there was a fumble.
Okay. Coach Musa kept pointing that away, but the Hornets did a great job of holding them to about an 8-yard gain. Looked like they had it set up perfectly, but a nice job that time.
76.
By number 76, hanging on there, Dustin Hicks. So that'll bring up 4th down. Are they going for it?
Probably going to be a quick punt, just try to draw them off.
And we're going to get it. Nope, we're not offside yet. We jumped, but we didn't jump far enough to get offside.
They're going to call timeout now.
They just going to call timeout.
Yeah, they're just trying to draw us offside. Almost got us offside. Again, great stand for the defense to come out, force a punt here in the 3rd quarter, get the ball back. And again, if Logansport can go down and put points on the board, maybe we can start to grind it out and impose our will on this Carbon Hill Bulldogs football team. 4th down, big 4th down, and we'll call it a 5 for the Bulldogs. I don't know. I just don't know what. I just didn't seem. I don't know what they're trying to call. I guess they're just trying to. Why you'd waste the time after your first possession of the second half on 4th and 5 if you're on 34 yards? That doesn't seem to be a very smart thing to me. But nonetheless, Hornets was able not to jump off sides. And they got to be careful here. They may go with another hard count. In punt formation will be Caleb Lawrence. Deep receiver for the Hornets will be number 1, Daniel Goss. Also back here is Tyler Clever. Here's the kick. It's a little end over end, and it's just going to roll. And he'll get a roll this time and go inside the 40 down to about the 36-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets at their own 36-yard line with 9:38 to play. They lead 7-6 through the Hornets. As we play here in the 3rd quarter, it's been a rainy night. It's been a sloppy night. But the second half has got off to a good start for the Hornets as they come out with a little more fire in their britches. I'm impressed with the cheering section from Carbon Hill. They've been fired up all game. Got it going on. Reminds me of the Logansport rallies a couple of years ago in the basketball court. But having a fun time. Just had the LeBron James talcum powder splash up into the air. But yeah, they're having a good time. Somebody needs to tell them there's a football game going on maybe, but enjoying the night.
Here is a
on the run.
handoff up the middle. Correction. It's going to be Tyler Clevenger right up the middle. And he may get a yard, so bring up 2nd down and 9. Good defensive time by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I agree with James that time to Chase Rice. Not sure kind of what happened, but again, kind of things get caught up in the wash and brings up 2nd and long here for the Logansport offense.
2nd down and 9. 9:04 to play. 7-6 Hornets leading. First possession of the second half for the Hornets. A sloppy turnover night. Penalty night for the Hornets. Maybe they can get it corrected. Here's a snap. The handoff right up the gut. The big Drew Rogers, and he'll rumble. And he fumbled it again. They're going to call him down. Drew's going to have to hang on to the football because he has already fumbled it twice. And like to be the 3rd time. But they're going to say he was down. He's going to pick up close to 8 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Hornets. So a nice pickup on 2nd down.
Yeah, had an option look to it. Again, not 100% sure if Chase is reading, if it's a true give, but nice crease there. Drew able to step up inside of it. Big gain on 2nd down, brings up 3rd and short.
All right, here we go. Big 3rd down. I bet we go quarterback sneaking. We do, and he's going to get it. Looks like plenty of yards. He'll get about 4 yards all the way down to 50. He'll pick up about 3 or 45 yards almost on that play. And it is 5-yard gain. And Charlie B's 1st and 10 for the Hornets. They got a good start here in the second half.
Yeah, half of that yardage comes with Chase just backing his way down the football field. Has his back turned to the goal line, just fighting, clawing, and scratching for every yard he can get. But again, big 1st down for Logansport offense. And again, had success moving the football. Just again, if we can limit penalties and obviously turnovers, and again, finish off another drive, kind of get this thing going our way.
Here's a snap. They'll hand it off to Peoples. He'll come around the right side, and he'll go inside the 40, inside the 35, inside the 25, to the 15, to the 10, to about the 7-yard line before he's rolled down by number 4, Carson McGinnis, and that was a great run by the mule, Jared Peoples, as he just rumbled down the right side to about the, they're going to call him out at the 9. If it had a little more rocks in his britches, he'll got on in the end zone, but he just rode that tightrope right down the sideline, Jeffrey. Good run.
Yeah, great job of blocking out front too. Tyler Clevenger, Brody McKay, and again, just kind of the play just kind of looked like he's going to get a good 6 or 8 yards. And again, just able to seal off the outside defensive leverage of the Bulldog defense, and Jared able to step up for a big game.
First and goal for the Hornets. They hand it up the middle to 32, Drew Rogers, and he goes all the way inside the 5, down to the 1, and he was right there at the goal line. And a nice start for the Hornets on first and goal. That'll bring up second and goal from the 1. A big run for the Hornets.
Yeah, just a straight handoff to Drew. Just again, good little crease, and Drew did a good job of just getting up and getting the yards that he could get. Looked like almost he was able to get in the end zone just short. And I sniff quarterback sneak here, Greg.
Here we go. 7:03 to play. 7-6 Hornets. Second and goal from the 1. Hang on to the ball, Hornets. Here's a snap, and he fumbled the ball. Is he able to get on it? They're going to call him down. We have got to hang on to the football. Another fumble. Well, I guess that's not a fumble if they called him down. So it'll be a fumble. But we were very fortunate right there. You got to get the snap.
Yeah, Chase just a little bit antsy. Tried to go that time possible before you get control of the snap. As you said, we probably got away with one. But we'll take it. And again, it's like you get this sort of you lose yardage.
They did that one pretty good.
Brings up third, and again, it gets more with about 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. They'll try and put some distance between themselves.
Well, he might have had it right at the
Here we go, another quarterback sneak, and we're moving. And we're going to get a penalty. Goodness gracious alive. Our toes are shot off because we keep shooting ourselves in the foot.
Chase again trying to get a run on go before he gets the football. Both feet moving. Just lack of patience for the senior quarterback. But again, just third and about 6. I would imagine trying to get Chase out on the edge and finish on the yardage, possibly in that territory.
Well, we just rammed the ball right down the field. Got 190 yards on the night for 75, but we just keep making silly mistakes. Third down and goal from about the 12. There's 6 around the left side, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets, and a great run by Tyler Clevenger as he just blew by everybody and rammed it right in the end zone for a Hornet touchdown. And that's what we needed to do. First possession of the second half, we hold them 3 and out, and then we ram it right down their throat for a touchdown.
Yeah, good job again with the jet sweep to the far side of the field, and nice execution from the line. It looked like we probably pulled a guard to get out in front. But again, good aggressive, just north-south running by Tyler Clevenger. He saw the lane and again just didn't hesitate, try to get up the field as quickly as possible, and just create him with a nice aggressive execution of the run play to get into the local foot touchdown.
And I believe Weingart, ain't he our center on the long snap? This might be interesting here. Sheldon Boyd snaps. The kick is blocked. The kick is blocked. And that injury could have had a lot to do with that. So the kick is no good, but the Hornets do lead 13-6 with 5:49 to play. And that was a huge drive for the Hornets as they just took it right down the field. And we got about a 12-yard touchdown run by Tyler Clevenger to open it up to a 13-6 lead. It was a 7-play, 64-yard drive capped off by a 12-yard run by Tyler Clevenger. Or correction, it was a 6-yard run by Tyler Clevenger. You know, one thing that as I look at this ball game, it's like we've got a little more fire this half. I think Coach Musso might have got in somebody's face and lit them up.
Well, good. Just an overall execution defensively come out, as you say, got the 3 and out, forced a punt, and the offense able to come out and again avoid penalties, avoid the turnovers. Looks like we might have one setback, but I do think that local foot maybe a little bit stronger, a little more physical, and beginning to impose their will. And I think it all starts on the defensive side of football. So again, since that initial first wave of offense for the Bulldogs started here on defense, I think they played outstanding. Kind of dominated this game and took over and put our offense in a position to where they're able to be successful and we don't have to be aggressive in some of our play calls. And I think gave the coaching staff confidence that we would be able to stop them defensively their offense against our defense, and so I think that we have drastically improved. It looks like defensively from last year as far as defense.
Well, here comes the Hornets. Jose Hernandez getting ready to kick it off for the Hornets. Deep will be number 33, Elijah Cook. Also back there, number 1, Michael Scholes. 5:49 to play, 13-6. Hornets leading here in the third quarter. They take the opening drive of the second half. Ran it right down the field for a touchdown. Here's a little sky kick. It's going to be fielded by number 4. And a fair catch, Carson McGinnis. And it's going to work pretty good. As it'll be at about the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. And if the Hornets can just keep that defense clicking, maybe they can get out of here with a pretty good win.
It looks like also too, those are playing a lot of guys on that defensive line. Substitutions in this time. Still got big Austin Glasscox in there, but hopefully over 4 quarters that will pay off as well.
But here they go. They're going to go back to number 21, Hunter Neesmith at quarterback. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers split out to the right, and they're going to pass it out there complete to McGinnis. He's got some running room down the right side. He's inside the 50, inside the 45. And finally, he's going to be dragged down at about the 30 in a big pass play to start the drive for the Bulldogs, and that's not what you want to hold.
So we just lost containment out there, just a little short sit-down route, almost kind of a almost screens, on the scrimmage, and then lost containment by the corner on the far side. And we get it up the field, and again, Daniel Dawson did a good job of running them down from behind.
Here comes 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. I'll hand it off right up the gut. And he'll be brought down, Michael Scholes by number 32. Drew Rogers, but he's going to pick up good yardage. He's going to get about 4 yards, so bring up 2nd down and 6. So a little more get up in the Bulldog offense right here as they start to flex their muscles a little bit.
Those four kind of brings back in that big wave of defensive linemen now come back in the game. And again, trying to stop the momentum of this offense.
Here comes the Bulldogs. They'll get the snap and head right to Scholes. He's going to ram it right up the middle. And he's going to be close to 1st down. I think he's going to get about 5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. And they're starting to get a little push up front.
Spreading you out by formation. Again, those just has to do a very good job of staying disciplined, staying in their lanes, and bringing pressure. That time they went man across the field and walked both safeties up and just challenged them one-on-one.
Here's a snap and a handoff to number 3, Atkins, and he's going to be thrown down, but I think he's going to pick up his 1st down. He'll be real close to it. They had him in the backfield, but he kind of lunged forward to let him get out of the grass for the big guy. They're calling down. They're going to call timeout. See how close it is. The guy, the spotter, was 3rd down. He hadn't moved his pole yet. He's way behind. He moved it up. Let's see. I think he's short. He thought he was short while ago. He wasn't. First down. He didn't get so much. But another 1st and 10. Charlie B's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. So they got a little something cooking right here. They get to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 4:05 to play. Hornets lead 13-6. As we go under 4 minutes, here's a snap. Almost was a little bit early. And we got a fumble on the play. But I believe he's able to get it back. He kind of popped out of his hand, but he's able to get it back. It never really came out. Jeffrey Atkins was a ball carrier, and he was leveled by a swarm of Hornet tacklers. He's going to lose 2 yards in that play.
Yeah, big Austin Glasscox again able to win his one-on-one battle and just living it backfield with the offense. Carbon Hill, and credit him, with a lot of the success of this defense, him and again Malcolm more than able to sustain double teams, and a lot of the guys just run free behind him in the linebacker.
Here comes the Bulldogs. There's number 21 going to hand it off. Neesmith will hand it. Oh, well. He had a good fake there. And he tried to pass it out to number 4, incomplete, Carson McGinnis.
Well, just it looked like a little read option from a handoff even into a pass. And the slot receiver just kind of sat down on his right, probably 6 yards downfield. He was in an open area, and the ball hit him where you hate to see it happen that time, right in the hand, just unable to secure the football. Very great that time for defense.
Sometimes that can be the hardest place to hit somebody. 3rd down, and we'll call it 13. Here's a snap. They're going to set up another screen. They had it that time. But big Drew Rogers blew it up as 3. Jeffrey Atkins for the Bulldogs just couldn't find the handle. That's going to bring up 4th down. I imagine they'll go for it.
Yeah, kind of in no man's land, but as you say, had a screen set up, well executed, had 2-on-1 that time, offensive lineman versus the cornerback from Locust Fork, Kevin Ray. Drew Rogers coming in hot pursuit, but the back unable to sustain the catch and brings up 4th and long here. This has been the down of success.
4th and call it 13. 3:12 to play. Here's the snap. He'll fire it across the middle, and it's almost intercepted. So the Hornets are going to pick up a big stop there, and they're going to take over on down, and that's huge for the Hornets.
As you say, too, you want to intercept the ball that far downfield. Again, that's one of those. Daniel didn't drop it. Jump and try to make a play, but if he catches it, he's kind of out in no man's land and had a rally to the far boundary. Again, a big stop for the local defense. Again, critical for the offense to come in and get points.
Well, they need a big, nice drive here. I'd take a 78-yard drive, 14 plays, take the whole quarter off, part of the next quarter.
Yeah, we've had 9-minute drive for the game. It's got to be over with.
Here comes quarterback Chase Rice. He goes under center. Here's a snap. He'll hand it right up the gut to Rogers, and he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards. He's met there by number 56, looks like Brantley Sanford. Also on the tackle 52, Jeb Wyndham. He's going to get more than 4 yards. He's going to get 5. So it's going to be 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, good push up front that time for Locust Fork offensive line. Again, Locust Fork just in their comfort zone of running the football, running the clock, sustaining the drive. This is Locust Fork football, Chris Musso football at its best.
2nd down and 5. Rice under center. He'll give it to the mule around the right side, and he makes a great cut to get outside. And he's still on his feet. He's across the 40. He's going to take a pop and get knocked out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. But a huge run, about 15-yard gain for the mule, and he's had a good night tonight.
He has, and one thing he does a very good job of is staying patient, staying behind his blockers, kind of just riding that wave. And then when he sees the crease, he has a little burst of acceleration there. Greg's able to get up the field. And as you say, took a pretty good hit, but nice run that time. Again, give it credit again to Brody McKay, able to seal that off. Tyler Clevenger as well, getting good blocks downfield, and overall great execution for the offense.
77 yards on the night for the mule, Jarrett Peoples. Hornets with another Charlie B's 1st and 10. Here's a snap. They'll hand it to Clevenger around the right side, and he's going to push it up in there, and he's going to pick up good yardage. He's going to start. He's got about 6 yards, maybe 7 yards. But as I'm watching this thing from high in the sky, we're starting to get a pretty good push up front.
Well, and again, I've been impressed with Tyler. Tyler, he does not hesitate. When he gets the football, he's looking to get it upfield, and he sees a crease, he takes it, and very aggressive in the angles that he takes to tackle the defense. He's been very successful tonight when he's running football.
And one thing about it, every lineman's back, and every skill person but Rice is back. Here's a handoff up the middle to Drew Rogers, and he's not going to get much this time. Good tackle that time by number 40. They have really keyed on Rogers tonight. As Austin Ivy's going to rack him up maybe for a gain of a yard. We'll call it 3rd down and a long 2.
Yeah, I credit the interior linebackers, Harvard Hill. They stayed home, they helped out that fake and jet sweep. And he does a good job of being disciplined and kind of taking Drew in that backside trap out of his playbook.
Here's a handoff to the mule, and he's going to get that by running through 2 tacklers. Once again, on the tackle number 40, Austin Ivy, he's going to pick up about 4 yards. Good for another Charlie B's 1st and 10, and the Hornets are rolling again.
Yeah, just as we said, just a good sustained drive again, picking up yards, running the clock inside a minute once the clock gets set here, once they move the chains. And again, just the way that Coach Musso likes it, able to basically control the clock, control the line of scrimmage, and again, outside of a mistake on Locust Fork's part, looks like they're going to have the ball and in good position going in the fourth quarter.
Under a minute to go in the third quarter, 13-6, Hornets leading, and Hornets driving. Here comes quarterback Chase Rice under center. He'll get the snap, and he'll hand it once again to Jared Peoples. He's around the right side, and he's going to pick up about right at 3 yards. He's got hit pretty hard that time. It's the same man every time, Austin Ivy.
The jet sweep to this near side, short side boundary, and again, those foot running backs so wide off there, they're able to attack the defense, get the ball up the field, and looks like those foot, I would imagine, would be content with just running the clock out and head into the fourth quarter.
And that's what they'll do. That's going to get us to the end of the third quarter, and a good quarter for the Hornets, as they had the ball one time and scored, and held Carbon Hill twice. And the Hornets have had the ball most of the whole quarter. To be honest with you, the time of possession was definitely in favor of the Hornets. We're going to take a timeout. We go to the fourth. Hornets lead, but they're still driving. It's 13-6 Hornets. We'll be right back. Bring it back, Pete. Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium at Carbon Hill. Hornets second down, and we'll call it 7. Rice going to take the quarterback. Keeper around the left side. He's going to break through. He's inside the 20, inside the 5. Touchdown, Hornets, and a huge run by the senior quarterback. The 42-yard touchdown scamper. And the Hornets take control as they go up 19-6. And that's what we've been used to from Mr. Chase Rice.
Yeah, just consistency, staying again with the run action, just like the blue rag. Every time Chase pulls it out, does a good job of seeing a crease and again just attacking the defense, and they want to catch him in big football play. And again, it gives us a little bit of breathing room to go on defense and play, and I like our chances now.
Well, a big time run by the senior. He's been sick all night, but he gets off the sick bed and runs for a big touchdown. I think officially it was about 39 yard. Here's the extra point attempt. It's up, and it is good. And the Hornets go up by 14, and they lead it 20-6 with 11:49 to play. And this has been a totally different team the second half. Because they have had the ball twice, and they just ran it right there. It was how many plays was that? That last drive was 7 plays, 77-yard drive, and that's what we're used to by the Hornets. And it looks like they're starting to get the feel of things. On defense, they've just been smothered this second half and doing a great job.
Yeah, nice execution. Again, Locust Fork, when they're able to limit penalties and obviously turnovers, as a very effective offense, and nothing tricky, nothing that they haven't seen on film year after year after year. And of course, Chris Musso for the Locust Fork offense, but they do just such a good job, right? It's difficult to stop, and again, Chase is strong.
Out of the game for me. Rushing yards. Locust Fork 226. Carbon Hill 33. And if that continues to be like that, and you force them to have to throw it, that lots of chances. Here comes Jose Hernandez. He's done a pretty good job kicking off. He had one extra point blocked after they had a substitute on the long snapper. He'll kick it off from the 40. Here's the kick. It's a high end over end kick. It's going to be fair caught, just like they draw it up. As number 11 will fair catch it. Garrison Woods at about the 25-yard line. I think that's where he ended up. And to me, the punting and the kicking has all been a lot better this year so far. Excuse me, we ain't even punted. We haven't punted all game. I was watching us warm up.
From a kickoff and an extra point, yeah, it looks completely different this year. They're doing a great job. Again, we need one more stop here from this next short defense. Nice sustained drive. Trip back to left short.
One thing about it, we got a lot to work on. There's no doubt about that. And I think folks will get that. And we got another timeout to lead call. A McMillan foul timeout on the field. Let's take it with them. 11:48 to play. Hornets lead 20-6. We'll be right back. Carbon Hill did.
Greg said Carbon Hill did. Greg said Carbon Hill did. That official on that on the far sideline when it blew his whistle.
I don't know if they called some kind of official timeout.
Welcome back to Walker County, folks. As the monsoon has come to an end and the sloppy play has come to an end, and the Hornets starting to look like some Hornets as they have taken the opening 2 drives of the second half and just rammed it down the throat of the Bulldogs, and they've been stifling on defense so far. Got a 1st and 10, with 11:48 to play in the ball game. Here's a handoff to the speed guy, Elijah Cook, around the right side, and he is hammered by the hammer. Number 32, it's lovely, Elijah. That Elijah, right? But a pretty good pickup because he was able to pick up about 6 or so yards. So we can give him more than that. We can give him about 8 yards. Second down to 2 before he got faithful.
Well, no yellow shirt tonight for Drew Rogers. And again, Drew's not one that's much of a dance partner. I had to try to get out there and make the move, and Drew had no part of it. Just soon enough and introduced himself.
Shotgun formation. 2 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. Here's a handoff up the middle, and he is going to be thrown down by the quarterback for the Locust Fork Hornets. The linebacker, too, on defense, Chase Rice, as he's just going to meet Michael Scholes almost before he got the ball. No gain on the play. Good defense.
Yeah, Locust Fork's been very aggressive in bringing their linebackers, and that time Chase comes from the backside, and then just no chance basically there the same time the handoff was. Just a great job of calling the defense.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And the Hornets going to jump off sides. And that's just a mental error that time by Juan Jimenez. He will come on out of the ball game. Coming in to be big Malcolm Morgan. And we're going to get a little chewing out that time. He's saying, son, you're right in front of the football. Watch the football. So a nice hard count by the quarterback to pick up a 1st down via the penalty, and that's one of the few first downs this half. That'd be Charlie B's 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's right over the football, as you said, Greg. That's a long run back over to Coach Chris Musso.
Here comes the handoff right up the gut to Atkins, and man, he is hammered again by Drew Rogers. Met him right in the hole. And that's going to be probably about a half-yard loss on that one.
Safety position on the far side. Break. Probably the lane Terry. Again, just a very good job overall of team defense tonight. Aaron Ray at the corner, Tyler Clevenger at the corner, of course Daniel Goss at the safety. But we talked about the defensive line, and those linebackers have done a great job in that for.
Here comes quarterback Neesmith, if he's going to Get the snap. He's going to take himself, and he was hit hard by number 4, Hunter Neely. Also, there's 23, Charlie Cater, but Hunter might have got the worst end of that deal, but he made a good tackle.
Well, Hunter came through and made great contact, just didn't bring his arms. Big, strong, athletic quarterback. Quarterback kind of like Chase Rice. If you get a good team defense, when you get 3rd and long, and you get an opportunity for those defense to get off the field.
3rd down and 9. Ball at the 38-yard line. Here's a snap. Quarterback Lee Smith going to wind up and pull it down the field. And it's going to be, could have possibly been offensive pass interference. Good coverage that time by Tyler Clever. That's one thing I see Tyler has improved a lot on. And we're going to have, I think, our very first penalty. We have almost played 3.5 quarters, and we'll have our first penalty on Carbon Hill, and I bet we won't take it.
I believe Coach Musso did signal that he will take it, but again, they basically tackled. No, he declined. They tackled. But I believe it was Hercules. He put good pressure on the quarterback. But again, it could have very well been offensive pass interference. Most of the time you get that call. It looks like the company is going to opt the punt here. I'm sure those will be a punt safe. Just trying to secure the football and then again try to run some more clock.
Well, I'm telling you, it's like somebody has turned a light switch on. The Hornets have been lights out defensively. Since really the first drive of the game for Carbon Hill. Once they saw what they were doing, they have clamped down. And I've been very impressed. There's another McMillan foul. Let's take a quick break with them. You're listening to What County Football on WCRL. We'll be right back. Carbon Hill, as we are playing in the 4th quarter, Hornets lead at 20-6 over Carbon Hill. First half, had 6 fumbles, lost 3 of them. Had 30 yards in penalty. Looked sloppy. Second half, pretty much been blocked so far. They have just dropped the hammer defensively, but they got a big 4th down. They're going to go for it here. And they're going to snap. And they're going to give it to number 21, and he's going to be run down by number 76, Destin Hicks, and number 10, Chase Rice. And that's a huge loss on the play, and the Hornets are going to turn them over. Once again, they have every possession of the second half, and they are just clapping down on this Bulldog offense.
Well, let's see something about formation again. They bring backside linebacker Chase Rice. And again, it's just depending upon who you want to get the sack to. The play we just had no chance of success. Again, Locust Hill now just really filled themselves. Inside the 30-yard line, 8 minutes and 24 seconds to go. A touchdown here, Greg, just about sealed for this.
Touchdown here, and the fat lady can begin to tune it up. See what happens. 1st and 10 for the Hornets, ball at the 30-yard line. Here's a snap, handoff to the mule, and he'll rumble and stumble, and he'll take a big time lick. The big number 78, Jake Wyndham. He hit the mule pretty hard that time. And, you know, Jared's been dealing with an ankle injury. He's been out most of the summer. He's had an ankle injury during basketball, but he got a yard there and bring up 2nd down and 9.
So again, that play was well defended. Probably the best defensive play that they've had in a while for Carbon Hill. And again, just kind of able to. And I'm sure they've taken a lot more chances, probably bringing some blitzes, knowing Locust Hill's not going to throw the football in this situation. So it's very difficult sledding against this aggressive defense.
Here's a snap.
32.
Now handed up the middle to number 4, Hunter Neely. And he's getting a little action. He's hard to bring down, and he'll pick up about 10, 11, 12 yards. And a big run by Hunter Neely. Looking good right there for a Hornet. 1st and 10, a Charlie B's 1st and 10.
Sophomore Hunter Neely comes in. Subs for
16.
Drew Rogers, and again, nice run, ran right out of his stunts. They'll have to come back in the game.
Yeah, it's right on the second
He'll defense for a big play. Keeps that clock running, Greg, and things getting better and better.
First and 10 for the Hornets. Ball about the 13-yard line. Chase Rice looks to the sideline to get the play. He goes under center. Here's the snap and the handoff to Tyler Clevenger. And he's getting outside. He's got some speed, and he's going to get down close to the 10 before he's popped out of bounds by the big number 52 for the Bulldogs, Tib Wyndham. He's played pretty good. He's been in on a lot of tackles. That's a pretty good run by Clevenger. He's going to pick up about 4 yards.
Yeah, he did a good job. Usually he's looking for that crease. The crease didn't come, kind of put his foot up. They gave him a head bob and then took off to the outside and able to outraced him to the sideline. And Jim Rice picked up. The only bad thing about it, went out of bounds. It was a nice run for the sophomore.
So it'll be second down and 6 for the Hornets. Ball around the 13. Rice taking all the time he can. He goes under center. Here's a snap. They'll hand it to the Mule. He'll go around the right side, and he'll be horse-collared down by big number 56, Brantley Sanford. And I don't think he's going to get much. He might have got a yard, so we'll call it third down, and we'll say about 5. They back to stick it. We'll say third down and 6.
Yeah, big play coming here again. I would imagine they're going to probably try to keep the ball in Chase Rice's hands. Wouldn't surprise me if they go back with Tyler Clevenger. They've kind of gone with him 2 or 3 times. I know that they would put the ball in the air. Really no harm in putting it in the air. Here, the game's still a little bit tested. Drew Rogers is out, so protection may not be as strong as it typically is.
6.
We're gonna get everything blown dead. I don't know. I think maybe they'll leave it to see. Call them on with a dead ball. One thing that we work on, I have no doubt, is the illegal receiver and the holding. There's a lot of penalties. Penalty yardage tonight. I don't know if they've added that one in. The penalty yardage tonight is 39 to 0. No penalties. If he called one, we refused it. It's hard to go through a whole ball without a penalty. You never know what we got.
Yeah, looks like it's
Third down and 11. 6:20 to go. 20-6. Hornets have dominated the second half after they got the sloppiness out of the way. Here comes Chase Rice. He'll drop back to pass. He'll float it down to number 1, and he'll do a good job of just trying to knock that ball away. That wasn't really a good play. You know, the side of the Hornets is kind of floated that a little bit too much. It's lucky we didn't have a check.
A little bit too far down inside. I believe Daniel had him for moving kind of more towards the sideline. For a touchdown earlier, looks like Chase may be cramping over on the sideline.
Well, he can't have much fluid in him because I've seen him. He has deposited that all over the field. We're going to take a Macmillan foul timeout. Your score: the Hornets 20, the Bulldogs 6. 6:07 to play in the game. Hornets looking pretty good the second half. We'll be right back.
Receivers, he's going to have jobs with him. They get the people back. They'll trust them and make them get this back turn and do it.
Welcome back to Walker County, home of the Carbon Hill Bulldogs. But the second half has been the home of the lean, mean Hornets. As the green machine has flexed their muscles. 4th down and 11. Hornets going to go for it. They're going to throw it. Here comes Chase Rice. He's going to roll his right. And he's going to throw it off his back foot. And he's going to be out of bounds. And he's going to be intercepted. We're going to call him interception. by number 11, Garrison Woods, and he had all kind of pressure on him there at that time. And the last two plays, that's probably the two worst plays of the half for the Hornets.
Well, I guess there's a silver lining in the interception. A lot of chance there. On the hill, not much to lose. Pretty aggressive defense. Trying to make something happen. Be successful in your offense when that's happening. But again, put the defense and load the quarterback up on the field where they played so far. I like their chances.
The Hornets leading 20-6 over the Carbon Hill Bulldogs. As one of my favorite people, Milo Ham, tuning in. Also got all kind of folks tuning in on the Hornets side. As Hillary White says, "Can everybody go to www.lffootball.com? There you can pick up the Hornet coaching show, Coach Musso show. You can listen to that. There'll be a lot of live videos of that. You also can see a lot of pictures of tonight's game, probably the stats, maybe the rebroadcast of tonight's game. I think it's being recorded. Maybe you get to hear that hopefully in the next day or two. But after the first half, the Hornets have played pretty good up to the last two plays, and if they can just play sound defensively this last minute, 5 minutes and 55 seconds, they get out here with a big win. And there's a lot to work on. The Hornets got plenty to work on as they start this season.
Well, a lot to work on, but also a lot to build on. Locust 14s in the past would love to come over to Carbon Hill.
Here's quarterback Neesmith. He's going to fire it complete. Number 1, Michael Scolding. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to have to find him a little running room around the right side. He'll be being brought down by number 32 and also 57. Hercules and it Dodson, Drew the Hammer Rogers. But Drew don't have many games that he don't get his due diligence on the hitting side of it. Gain of 9. They'll hand it again to Scholes, and he'll be met immediately. One thing about it, I don't know if we're going to face many nose guards going to be much better than number 9. Austin Glasscock is plugged the middle.
Yeah, Austin had a nice game as well as his partner in crime there, Malcolm Morgan. Have both done a really good job stalemating the line of scrimmage. Again, there's just nothing there. They just absorbing the offensive line and again allowing Drew, Chase Rice just to run free.
Well, 3rd down and 1 as he got about half a yard. So it'll be 3rd down and less than a yard to go. 4:47 to play. He's going to keep it himself as the quarterback. He's going to run to the right. He's got some running room, but he's going to be brought down once again. But a nice play that time by number 20 for the Hornets. Aaron Ray making a good play. Also there to assist is Drew Rogers. He seems to be around the ball all the time, and that's a good first down for the Bulldogs. Charlie Lee's 1st and 10. We want to thank a lot of our sponsors. It's been a tremendous amount of sponsors. We thank Charlie Beans. We thank Valley Ford, Phil's Grill, Lori Crystal, Terry Sly. The Blunt County Education Foundation got a big event coming up, the Radiothon, in just a few weeks. Here's a snap to Neesmith. He'll take and he'll fire it across the middle off the fingertips of McGinnis, number 4. It was well covered by the Hornets, so to bring up 2nd down and 10. And we do appreciate all of our sponsors, but a pretty good defensive play that time by the Hornets.
They're trying to just get a little inside slot, sit down the route, stop going just a little bit high, unable to secure. But again, Locustville kind of well defended in the
Tyler Clevenger has improved. That's back from what I've seen so far. Here's a snap to Neesmith, and he's being harassed. Simple big Rice can get him. He can't get him, but he probably caused him to rush the throw. He had a guy semi-open, Cameron Green, but I believe that incomplete pass was forced by Chase Rice. Dustin Hicks. We were beaming down, and we don't need Dustin Hicks hurt when he's going down. I think it just might have turned the right. We don't need to lose him because he's played pretty good tonight. I'll tell you another one's played well is Malcolm Morgan up in the middle. He's played pretty good for the Hornets. He's just a night for it, and he is humongous. He's one of those kids that if he grows any, will be a giant. Elliot Dotson's a big kid. about 6'4", and got good size on him as well, as he weighs about 225. 3rd down and 10. We got a blitz coming. It's going to be Chase Rice, and he's got him wrapped up, and he's going to bring him down. Chase Rice has been responsible for a whole lot of losses. As when he comes, he brings the heat.
Well, you know, it's not really the first time tonight that we brought him off the edge. But you look like they would anticipate that at some point. And Chase just getting free, running the quarterback, and he's going to have a fair fight.
Well, he's about as fast as anybody on the field. That's another huge loss. About 10, 12 yards. Here's another pass play. They're going to get it complete. But he's going to be short of the 1st down, and that's going to be 4th down, and that's going to turn it back over to the Hornets. A nice play by Tyler Clevenger in open field to make that tackle.
Yeah, Tyler, it looks like there's a little confusion in the Hornets secondary. I think they was expecting to punt. We got a couple of young guys in. Not sure everybody was where they were supposed to be. Tyler does a good job coming up, cleaning up that. Looking like they had 4 previous, about 22. Play failed to gain the 1st down.
Well, I want to give you a stat. At halftime, they had, I'm pretty sure, 36 yards rushing. For the game, they've got 30 yards rushing. It's been domination this half. Matter of fact, 290 to 136 basically. The passing yards, the only thing that they've been able to do, it was basically one pass play. Here comes the snap and the handoff. Tyler Clevenger around the left side. He's got a little running room. He should have probably tried to get down in bounds. He's going to be knocked out of bounds by number 33, Elijah Cook. Good yardage for the youngster, the sophomore. He's going to pick up 6 yards, and that'll bring it 2nd down and 4 for the Hornets with 3:26 to play. Hornets in control. 20-6 lead over Carbon Hill. And the biggest thing to me, though, is the defense. I mean, they have been stopped. I mean, they hadn't really had anything at all this half. One pass play. And that's about it. 2nd down and 4. As Rice will look to the sideline now. Peoples will go in motion. Take it outside. He's going to cut back inside, and he's going to pick up his 1st down. And that'll be Charlie V's 1st and 10. He'll lose his helmet, so I guess he'll probably have to come out. And that'll bring in Lane Terry, probably the faster of the running backs.
And again, Jared does a good job just literally grabbing hold of the jersey. Big number 60 that time out in front. David Avalini.
Heaven has really done a good job blocking.
5'9", 215, left thrower. Jared just very patient, kind of gets on his hip and just follows him up. Once he makes his block, kind of accelerates back up in there. Again, just well executed by the offense.
Every one of those big uglies up front are back for the Hornets.
There's one play ball.
1st and 10 for the Hornets. 2:55 and counting. Hornets get one more here. You can start the bus. Here's the handoff to Drew Rogers around the right side. He's rumbling, stumbling, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets. And the fat lady can tune it up because I believe this baby's over.
Things are looking up for Lakesport Hornets again. Just a good job that they think that it's way back behind the room. Actually cut it up on the outside. It's got good speed down the sideline, far sideline. Again, Lakesport brings the swing game. Look for another one.
Here comes O'Brien. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is right down. Hot. And that is good news for the Hornets because we struggled in that area last year. 27-6. Hornets starting to swarm with a little bit of the flexing of the muscles as they have just been dominant this whole 2nd half. They scored every time they've had the ball. They have not punted the whole night. If you take away the penalties and 6 fumbles, the first we had pretty good. Defense played pretty good all night. They gave up one drive all night in one pass play. That's it.
Well, 6 fumbles will have a tendency to slow you down, but yeah, well executed here in the 2nd half. Tonight's game was a little bit like last night's game. I think that Lakesport came in and was competing to a certain extent. Coach Moose already had to kind of get their attention, put it to where they were truly firing on all cylinders, and they've kind of just really on the second half. As you said, the defense outside of the plays the game, but then the one completion was a touchdown again. We were set up about 25 with the fumble from the offense in that position. The defense just played lights out.
Well, I've been impressed with the young running backs. I've been impressed with Cleveland. I've been impressed with Jared Peoples. Jared Peoples, if I'm not mistaken, he is getting pretty close. About 100 yards. He's got 90. Hornets have rushed 272 yards. Here's a kickoff. It's going to be taken by Michael Scoville. He's coming to the outside. There's a hole and they didn't call it. And there's a tip and they didn't call it. But Mr. Neely's going to put a stop to it. The ball's loose. They're going to call him down. You know what a hole is. That was almost a mug right in front of the guy.
I'm going to tell you, like I tell my wife sometimes, we're watching football on Savage, and she says, how come that wasn't a hole? I said, because they didn't throw a penalty. He didn't throw a flag. I guess at this point, they're just trying to get out of here. But yeah, there was a, I guess they were trying to figure out maybe which play they could throw the flag down for several opportunities there. Again, all's fair and love and war, but just on the Hornet defense to stop the offense.
So here comes Madison. He's going to keep it. He's not going to well. We've got a lot of young guys in there playing now. But the Hornets going to play Mason Long. Well, I'm sure that Mr. Steve Long is happy as a cat in a dog pen. I don't know how happy I can't be in a dog pen, but I do think he's probably tickled to death to see the senior Mason Long, and he is a great kid, and it is good to see him. He is as good a kid as you'll ever see in your life, and he plays hard. Here's a little pop pass, almost intercepted by Aaron Ray. He had his fingers on it. They just couldn't haul it in. So I had to bring up third down. We'll call it short 8. It's just amazing the difference in this football team in the first half and the second.
Well, sometimes you need to refocus like that. Be interested to see the difference in Coach Musso perhaps in the second half interview and the first half.
I would imagine he'll be a little more jubilation. He Johnny gets a little bit happy when he wins. He'll be happy, I think, when he's saying we have to be on sides because our helmet goes back. That's what they call it. They didn't call the mugging. They didn't call it. Here's a snap, and he's going to get around the right side. Will the quarterback, number 14, Jonathan Madison. He's going to pick up a Charlie Big first few hands. Got a minute 42 seconds to go. Got a lot of young guys in there playing. They're going to have to get after it. But I'm sure they would like to secure the shutout of the second half. Hornets leading at 27-6. A minute and 38 seconds to go for the Hornets to pick up their first win of the year. And they're going to have to call a timeout. They ain't got enough people on the field. So let's take it with them. 1:29 to play. Hornets rolling. 27-6. Listen to Classic Hits. 95.3. Blunt County style. We'll be right back.
You're at 129 on the clock.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
The Carbon Hill Hornets lead Carbon Hill 27-6 with a minute 29 seconds to go, but the Bulldogs got the ball. Here comes quarterback Jonathan Madison. He's going to fire it down the right side. The receiver was way out of bounds, and now he's hurt himself. I don't know if he's got a cramp or what, but he has not got up.
Yeah, that's like crazy.
He was intended to leave for number 4. Guinness. He just can't get up. He's got a cramp. But I think he's far enough out of bounds. Ain't got to worry about him, but they're going to call timeout. But he's up against the fence. And I think he's going to be okay. They got him up. I think he's going to be all right. Well, assistant coach is going to pick him up and carry him down through here.
The way Angie does, you.
If Angie picked me up like that, she'd probably have to be put in the hospital. He's got a cramp and it hurts. You ever had a cramp, you know, you're feeling, it's not a lot of fun, but I believe he's going to be okay. So they'll get back into the action. 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs as they got the ball at the Hornet 41-yard line. There's all kind of substitutions in for the Hornets. Here's the snap to Madison. He'll fire it. Oh, goodness, Hunter Neely had a touchdown. As he broke in front of that ball, and they wasn't nobody to run him down. Because he just eyeballed that from the get-go, and he probably should have had a touchdown right there, Jim. That's what you dream of.
Looked like he was almost playing soccer, trying to chest bump it. I'm not sure he was able to get his hands up. But again, those four substitutions all over the field. You got Charlie Cater, Kobe Freeman at the safeties. You got number 14, Cannon Blaylock at this near side corner. Of course, Brody Case played all night offensively, but he's in the outside linebacker position.
Here's a snap to Madison. He's going to take it. He's going to fire. Got a man out there. And we had another interception. Charlie Cater let it go right between his feet.
33 broke it up.
We just might need to work on our defensive back catching it.
I don't think that Daniel Goff has got any concern for anybody secondary to take over the wide receiver. Mason Huffstuffer. Linebacker position.
He's throwing it to 18.
We got youngins out there right now. 4th down and 10. 1:08 to play. 27-6. Hornets have dominated the second half. They got a screen set up, and they're going to overthrow them, and it's going to do it. And the Hornets are going to be able to salt this baby away as they're going to get a turnover on downs. And the defense, whether they were young or old, have played lights out this second half. I mean, they have dominated the ball game. They have held Carbon Hill to 150 total yards.
Timeout.
And about probably less than 100 yards. Well, I know a lot less than 100 yards this half. They just dominated.
44 yards in the first drive. We hope it's 6 yards the first 2 drives.
Since that time, they really hadn't had much.
Credit those two, Austin Glasscox, Malcolm Morgan up front.
Just Drew Rogers has been a hammer, and Chase Biles playing for UAB. Chase Rice had a huge game tonight. I thought defensively.
Yeah, Chase probably played as well defensively as he did offensively. He had a great game from the quarterback position. But again, he's such a mismatch in that outside linebacker position. Again, Locust Fork called timeout. Try to get the second string offense established. We got all new guys, Greg, for the offense here. Tyler Clevenger's in the quarterback.
Mason Huffstutler's a fullback. Here's Tyler Clevenger. He'll take it and hand it off to Charlie Cater right outside, and he's got some running room. He'll go up across the 45 up to about the 50. He'll get brought down just shy of the 50, about the 49-yard line, but a pick up about 8 yards. So nice run by Charlie Cater.
Yeah, again, just the same play we opened the game with, except this time you got the young group in there executing it to perfection for about a 7.5, 8-yard gain. Charlie did a good job getting up, following his pulling guard, and again, just come in and picked up where the first string left off.
Here's a handoff up the gut to Mason Huffstutler, and he breaks through. He almost busted it for a touchdown. He got inside the 45-yard line, down about the 44-yard line. And that will give the Hornets another 1st and 10, the Charlie B's 1st and 10. And we don't have to snap it again. I'm not sure we will or we won't. And I believe they're just going to hold him on the sideline, and the Hornets are going to start the season with one of the sloppiest first halves that they've ever had. But they're going to make up for it in the second half, and they're going to absolute dominate the Bulldogs if they shut them out this half. And it's probably not for the turnover, but it's put a good saying on the board the whole night. I am impressed with the defense. Got a little work to do as far as sloppiness on offense, but they done some good things. Well, they got a lot to build on. They got to work a lot.
said, you know, a lot to build on, a lot to work on. But, you know, they faced a little bit of adversity. They were able to go in, probably gut shaking. And they probably learned a lot again, learned how to compete, learned how to come out and approach the football game from the very beginning. So,
we had 6
just a great road trip tonight. A lot of guys getting experience. A lot of guys getting a taste of being the go-to personnel, perhaps for the first time. And again, still like you said, Greg, young football team. You know, a lot of upperclassmen play, a lot of juniors, young guys play. So just a great time to hold the sport. We talked about it. Coach Musso showed just looking forward to come and put the school, put the young people, the cheerleaders, the band on exhibition, and just proud of who we are and what we were able to accomplish. And just hats off to Coach Musso and his staff. Greg Hammond, the band director, and of course Jessica does a great job of cheerleading. Just a good night for them.
Yeah, and had a good crowd on a rainy night. I'm telling you, monsoon rain in the first half at one point in time. But a great job by the Hornets. They show up in the masses today. And this is a big old stadium. I mean, I don't know how many people it'll hold, but I can assure you this, the Hornets side would have been full at Hornet Stadium, and it would have been packed out with the crowd that we brought all the way over here tonight. So a good crowd. The band sounded good, the cheerleaders looked good, and the football team looked great the second half. That was a great effort. We also want to thank our statisticians tonight. Mr. Ricky Hornbuckle, he rebounded off of his computer debacle last night.
L0 last night.
We appreciate Ricky. Also appreciate Scott Edwards, who does a great job of spotting for us.
Eagle Eye.
And Eagle Eye out here, but he did a great job, and I certainly want to thank him and thank our whole staff here. Thank Tim back in the station. But last night about this time we were in a delay.
Second
Second quarter delay. We're gonna get home probably from Carbon Hill an hour or so before we did. The game was over last night, so that'll be a good thing tonight. I hate to leave for a commercial because we got Coach Musso down there, but why don't we take one commercial, Tim, and just listen to me, and we'll see if we come back. Big win for the Hornets as they pick up a win over Carbon Hill, 27-6 tonight. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Just sprinkled enough to be a nuisance. And about 5 minutes later, came on and said, "There's a rainbow out. The rain is gone." It says, "Perfect weather for football." About 2 minutes later, we're in lightning delay.
Hey, it never rained.
Let me stay with me here. We're going to have to go quick, Tim.
Came a flood.
Yeah, come right now. Come on back. Here he comes. Hurry.
So thankful lightning delay was last night.
Alright, we're going to go down to the field to Randy Coleman. He's got Coach Musso sitting there, and then let's go live to him. Thank you, Randy Coleman, and appreciate Coach Musso joining us. A lot happier Musso than it was at halftime. That's his quote. much heavier guy nonetheless, and a big win for the Hornets. Great start to the season.
Yeah, absolutely great start. And again, you know, anytime you can win the game in the manner in which we did, control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, it gives you a lot of confidence going in. You know, for the remainder of the season, it's typically that games are won and lost, especially at the high school level. So again, you know, no surprises from the Locust Force standpoint. They will come in and play good defense. Obviously, calling part is the running game. And again, Daniel Dawes, the passing game, looks like it may be well improved. Hopefully get the first game jitters behind us. Sky's the limit.
Let's run down the stats, and when we get through with that, we'll just send it back to Tim, and he can play all the commercials. All right? And we'll shut her down. We got a good ride back. Final stats: first downs for the Hornets, 18-9 Hornets. Passing yards, 3 of 10 for the Hornets with 1 interception, 47 yards. For the Bulldogs, they were 8 of 22 with 1 interception for 106 yards. Rushing attempts, 47 for the Hornets for 287 yards. 27 attempts for the Bulldogs for 44 yards. Hornets had 6 fumbles, lost 3. They had 2 fumbles, lost 1. There were 2 sacks for minus 21 yards for the Hornets. They had 2 sacks for 21 yards lost. The penalty yards, Hornets 7 for 44 yards, and Carbon Hill 0 penalties. Third down conversions, Hornets were 6 of 10, and the Bulldogs were 4 of 12. The Hornets did not punt tonight. There was no punts, so Drew Rogers' foot will not be sore in the morning. The time of possession was the Hornets 26-49 to 21-11. And a big win for the Hornets, no doubt. Individual stats, Drew Rogers ended up with 12 rushes, 57 yards and a touchdown. Chase Rice, 12 rushes, 50 yards and a touchdown. Jarrett Peoples, 10 rushing yards for 90 yards. He's the leading rusher. And he had no touchdowns. He had 1 called back. Tyler Clemens had 9 rushes for 58 yards. And he had a touchdown. 181 rush for 13 yards.